could play blank, blank, 182. Lay around the house and daydream till the afternoon. Thinking about the times that we had when this was all that we knew. When this song was still new, when this all was still new. We could play blank, blank, 182. Summertime nights that we had, staring at the moon. Laughing at our own jokes, acting like they were new. We'd only watch cartoons, but love and life was our tune. That we can never go back to this. And as we grow, we'll look back and miss all it. Cause we'll leave this time, we'll leave this home, and find lives of our very own. But we can play blank, blank, 182. We can play blank, blank, 182. We could play blank, blank, 182. Summertime nights that we had, staring at the moon. Laughing at our own jokes, acting like they were new. We'd only watch cartoons, but love and life was our tune.
We could play blink, blink, 182. Drive around our cars and pretend that we never grew. Sneak out of the house every night. We were young and confused. We never made curfew. There was too much to do. We could play blink, blink, 182. Chasing all our drinks with Red Bull and Mountain Dew. Hangover so bad we would sleep until the morning was through. Yet start again cause we knew that there was nothing to lose.
That we can never go back to this. And as we grow, we'll look back and miss all it. Cause we'll leave this time, we'll leave this home, and find lives of our very own. But we can play blank, blank, 182. But we can play blank, blank, 182. We could play blank, blank, 182. Summertime nights that we had, staring at the moon. Laughing at our own jokes, acting like they were new. We'd only watch cartoons, but love and life was our tune.
Hello, 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 viewers of Twitch. Welcome to the stream. The title Brian put for the stream made me cackle. I'm glad, Hinnick says. It's an early stream tonight. I'm not starting at like fucking 11:30 p.m. Eastern time. Early night gang. Yeah, Lard Martini. We're doing some early night gang action. Kitty Strider, thank you for the 9-month resub, by the way. That's super nice of you. That is a long time. Congrats on the Twitch baby, as we like to call it over here. But thank you very, very, very much for sticking with us for 9 months. That's like a long time to be a part of anything. I mean, if we want to do the math on it, that's 3/4 of a year. I mean, that's actually wild.
Punch me in the boob. Well, would you look at that?
Well.
It's only been 3 years.
Holy crap. Yo, Rye, I hope you enjoy your Rainbow Jolteon badge. That is so awesome that you've been around so long. Thank you very, very much. A freaking Rainbow Jolteon. That is the top badge that you can earn in this community so far. Thank you very, very much for sticking around that long. That is awesome of you. Thank you for supporting the stream. Those of you who are here, can we get a little bit of pride spam actually for that? Because that is a wild amount of time. That is so awesome. Thank you very, very much for that. The earliest stream to ever happen on Twitch. True, MadLab Jacob. I'm going to have to take your username. I'm going to be MadLad Brian because I'm streaming so early. Pretty crazy. Lizzie, thank you. Holy crap. Has it really been 6 months? Oh my gosh. Bars. Yo, thank you very much for the 6 months. Congrats on becoming a gold Eevee. That also warrants some pride spam. Thank you so much. 2 big milestones right there. Actually, 3 if we want to count the 9-month Twitch baby from Kitty Strider as well. We're so moist. What's up, Once? Good to see you here. We are. We're going to be doing some of that good old Power Wash Sim tonight. You know, very original game choice. I know. I never played this before on this channel. So we'll see what happens. Got to do a quick hi and bye. Hey, no problem at all, Teddy. Get some good rest if you're going off to rest. Otherwise, have fun doing whatever you're doing. It's the weekend. It's the freaking weekend, as they say. So enjoy. Oh, yeah, I've been wearing my Fingerheart hoodie a lot. Yes, I'm so glad. It's comfy. I'm so glad you think so. I love the hoodies from the first merch rollout. The whole reason that we didn't do more hoodies for the summer drop is because it was close enough to the original merch drop that you can just get the original collection. Also, because it's summer merch for this most recent drop, it's supposed to be like cool, breathable clothing and everything like that. Just like nice and summery, nice and colorful, nice and bright. So many people have been buying the new summer merch drop, by the way, that we sold out. If you didn't know that, we did sell out, and we just put a restock in. So if you have been looking for certain designs in your size, go to the merch link now, and you should be able to order it in your size, which is really, really cool. Feel like I haven't talked to y'all in forever. All good. Right, you... I'm pretty sure you were in streams like last week and stuff. Like, I appreciate, I mean, I haven't been streaming a lot recently, so that might be a part of it, of why it feels like that. Like, I haven't provided like a live to be a part of. So it is what it is. We appreciate any time that you can spend with us at all, but I've been doing, okay. I've been doing a lot better the past like couple days than I have been. So, it's nice to have you all here, though. Seriously, every single one of you, like, hanging out here tonight. So, yeah. Hope everyone is doing well. Yo, Crafty, I hope you're doing well also. Yo, what's up, Bree? What's up, Why Not? Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are going to be just chilling, playing Power Wash Sim to everyone who's joining in here. You're late this time. I'm not the one who's late. I know that normally I start at, like, 11 at night. Recently, I've been starting so late. My whole schedule's been just thrown into disarray lately, so look forward to some fun streams coming up in this next week. I promise you that they're going to be going through, and I'm very, very excited about that. Seriously, it's going to be very, very fun this upcoming week here when it comes to streams, because I'm getting back to it. I'm getting back into the, you know, the momentum of things and whatnot. So, yeah. Yay, power washing. Yes, yay, power washing. Yo, Milo, what's up? Good to see you. Ariel, hello, hi, welcome. I think I missed some more people. Az, Brimey, Lovely Ladybug, hello to everyone joining in. This is a lot earlier than I normally stream. As a result, hopefully we'll be able to stream for like a little bit longer tonight as well. We'll see how I'm feeling. I've been like super tired today. I had a doctor's appointment earlier. Oh my gosh, why not? What the heck? Thank you so much. That's really nice of you. That's very, very nice. That's super generous. Incredibly, unbelievably generous. Thank you very much, Why Not? Thank you for the 5 gifted to Tape Shortage, Nayeli, Safi K, Autumn Arc Fall, and Lovely Ladybug. If any of you are here in the chat, make sure you are saying thank you to Why Not for that generosity, because that was really nice, really kind, putting us into apparently a level 3 hype train, which is just wild. I got paid today. Okay, well, I hope you're also treating yourself to something really nice also. I just said also twice in the same sentence, so now you know where my brain's at. I was just explaining I'm already kind of tired today, so me being able to keep up with chat and myself, it's gonna be a rough one. But no expectations. Again, we're playing Power Wash Sim for a reason. We're just gonna be vibing and chilling and having a good time, hopefully. That moment of, am I eating dinner late or is Brian early? You're eating dinner so late, it's unreal. Oh wait, no, I mean, I'm early. That's what I meant to go with. That was the out. Can I redo? I'm streaming really early for me. I'm being responsible. And wait, why not the same? Or why not both, I mean? Why not? All right, give me a second. Hey guys, welcome to the stream. I haven't tripped over my tongue 50 times and gotten flustered by a sub bomb or anything today. This is me starting the stream brand new and fresh right now. I'm so excited to play some more Power Wash Sim. Oh my god, Az, that's so much.
It's only 3 a.m. for me. Wasn't expecting that for a biology.
Yeah, as it's a lot earlier for me. Yep, it's a little bit of an early stream. Thank you for the huge amount of bits. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Maybe we won't go till 2 a.m. again. Yeah, maybe. Hey guys, wow. Hey, welcome to the stream. I haven't had the opportunity to speak like a human being and then messed it up the entire time I've been live for the past 10 minutes at all. Like, this is just the first minute of the stream. Wow, crazy that's happening. Wow, hi Brian, cool starting screen that we are seeing for the first time tonight. Exactly. I mean, you guys see it every stream, so you recognize that as the intro stream. Oh my god, Az, whoa! Hello? Thank you very much. Az, thank you for the 10 gifted. What the heck? What are you doing? Thank you very much. I sounded like Jerry Seinfeld there for a second. What are you doing about the airplane food? Thank you so much, Az. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted. That's really nice of you. That is a lot. Thank you for the gifted subs to Jared11248, NV707, Isekai Gorl, Meg McMuffins, Wow, it's Sebit, Wow, it's a bat, I think is actually how that's said. Notorious Thief, French Biologist, 8 Usi, Hollow Doc, and Rachel Brand Crunch. If any of you are here, make sure you're saying thanks to Az, because that was really generous. That was a lot. Thank you very much for that. That's so nice of you. Thank you for the support of the stream. I like that I did a fake restart to escape being flustered, and now I'm flustered again. Thank you very much. Don't know about the airplane food, but I like when the sub counter is over 1,100. Well, that's really nice of you. Thank you very much. That is a lot. What was I talking about before all of this? I'm constantly going into my Jerry Seinfeld voice, apparently. I had a doctor's appointment earlier today, so I'm a little bit tired. Yes, doctor, thank you. Airplane food is so plain. Yes, that is the punchline of that joke. It's rewind time, everybody. Lizzie, I think I saw a message from you before that happened. You went body surf today. Oh, you did? You tried to body surf today, but waves are tall and you're short? Oh, mood. I did that when I lived down in Florida. I had a bunch of friends who were really into body surfing, and they would try to coerce me into doing it, and finally I was like, all right, fine, I'll do it. And I was not good at it because, yeah, waves are much larger than me, and I don't think I have, the dimensions to, float the right way. I only heard the punchline for the first time this year, if you'd believe that. You know, I saw that going viral, that, a lot of people didn't know the punchline to that joke until, semi-recently. And I mean, it's one of those, jokes that's so iconic as this, cringe-worthy, meme-y, eye-roll thing that I am actually not surprised most people have never made it to the punchline of it. Because then you find out the punchline, and you go, oh, and then you go, oh, but it's still awful. Hey, y'all gonna lurk while I shower? No problem, Max. I hope you have a very good, relaxing shower. Sorry for the fluster. You know what? I appreciate the support of the stream. It's also, though, how dare you? How dare you? You know, I had this plan in my head. I'm trying to read from a script in my brain, and you messed up the whole production. You messed up the whole production. I'm being scouted right now for Broadway, and you are ruining it for me. I find it funnier without the punchline. Yeah, me too. Because it's just, it's such a meme to be like, what's the deal with airplane food? You know, like that, and they just end it there. Good evening, y'all. Hope everyone is well. Yo, what's up, Chimeranth? I hope you're doing well also. I thought it was that the punchline was that it's hilarious. Oh, boy. Brain scripts are unreliable. Noted. They are. They constantly get rewritten, on the fly. I constantly go off script. I lose the plot. I have to do improv. CC's turning Mimi into Mimi, like the name. Yo, what's up, Cassie Sassy? Welcome to the stream. The takedown is in phase 1. This is your plan all along, is a little bit of a financial sacrifice to destroy me from the inside. Wasn't planning to go to bed anytime soon anyways. I'm off work since last Friday, and my sleep schedule is already foobar. Oh no, as I know how that is. I hope that you're at least enjoying your time off, and I hope that you enjoyed tonight's stream, or I guess this morning's stream for you. Hey everyone, I was working at summer camp, so it's been a while. See my voices, I hope it was really fun. I used to work at a summer camp when I was younger. That used to be my summer job year after year, so I'm very familiar with that. Need to keep a show Bible so the Brian script doesn't get too off course. Oh, the brain script. Yeah, I was like, I mean, it is the Brian script there still because, like, I'm still like, it's my brain in my head. I'm still Brian at the end of the day. If we really think about it, if we want to get existential and philosophical, none of us are actually these bodies or these appearances that we have. We're just this brain inside, and we're not even the brain. We're just the electromagnetic impulses that are shooting around the surface of the brain and inside the brain and the nerve endings. That has projected this perception of the world and our attitudes and our thought processes onto the world. All right. I'm a summer camp administrator, so making sure everyone followed COVID protocols was stressful. I can imagine, especially with kids. I mean, kids just want to, like, touch everything and get into each other's spaces, and kids can't be vaccinated. So, spooky. Gonna lurk for a bit to watch some Detective Conan and eat some dinner, but hope that the power washing is moist. Thank you, Omega. I hope that you enjoy dinner and enjoy watching that classic series. I am a single brain cell. I mean, that just makes it easier to keep track of yourself. I'm wearing my Late Night Gang St. Jude shirt today. Aw, I'm so glad that people like those. I toss mine on every now and then. No thanks, I don't want to get philosophical. Listen. You know that that's the way things go sometimes here. We get a little bit existential. We get a little bit existential here, you know? You're telling me that I'm a bunch of electromagnetic pulses and now I have to pay taxes? Isn't that kind of fucked up when you do think about that, though? That's like the type of thing where, like, as an adult, sometimes I'll just be sitting up in my bed in the middle of the night going, none of this actually matters. I'm just a mass of, like, brain cells that is firing off electromagnetic impulses, and yet I have all these responsibilities that other electromagnetic impulses inside of brain cells have for me. All these responsibilities and expectations. Why is that? There you go. Have fun careening off into existential land. It's hard to keep a schedule when your natural rhythm is more than 24 hours. Yeah, I feel you on that one, as my, like, natural biorhythm makes me a night owl. Like, I've always, like, had a hard time sleeping at, like, regular human hours as a kid, even. And I had, like, insomnia and shit. And then, like, when I went to college and I got to sort of, like, besides class, like, predetermine, like, how I was going to spend, like, my sleep cycle, it actually was, like, a lot better for me. Some random organism decided to walk out of the primordial soup billions of years ago, and now I have to buy a house. Love the power washing game. It's so relaxing. It reminds me of ASMR. It makes me fall asleep. Yo, lovely ladybug. That's how I am with this game. It's, like, so relaxing and chill. Anytime I play this, I hope people know that there's, like, no pressure. There's no, I mean, besides in the game, that's the joke I'm going to make every time. God damn it, I'm such a dad. But this is the type of game, like, we're just hanging out. We're chilling, we're talking, we're having fun, spending, time on the internet with each other, but there's no expectations, there's no stress, no pressure, nothing like that. Love stepping into a stream where we're talking about metaphysics. Oh boy. Well, it doesn't always happen here. So if that's the type of material you're looking for, it's only going to come up every now and then when I'm feeling like spreading my horrifying existentialism to the rest of chat. Think I'm closer to 36 hours. Damn, that's like burning the midnight oil. That's and beyond. Alex the Dark Elf, what's up? Good to see you here. Welcome. It's good vibes. Yeah, this game is super good vibes. I'm on a PST schedule, even though I'm EST. Yeah, that's kind of how I am, Chimeranth. Like, I'm very much like when we were in LA, we were actually going to bed at like a good hour for like that time zone, and like we were getting up at like a better hour and stuff. So that was like a big part of the appeal of the West Coast for Morgan and I as well. I love the thought of us being made out of star stuff. Yeah, we're all stardust at the end of the day, right? Putting the EDU in edutainment. Of course, that's why the shirt says EDU XENT. Again, for those of you joining in a little bit late, we did sell out the new merch drop, which is like fucking crazy, honestly, because like from the beginning of the year when we did the first merch drop to now, we have sold out like the merch collections like 3 or 4 times now. That is kind of wacky bonkers. That is like cartoon character silly. That is so weird to me. And to know that like everyone who's gotten their merch thinks it's like really comfortable and like they like the designs and the quality, like holy shit, like it's really, really cool. I'm unbelievably like thankful and grateful and very much blown away by the number of people who have been buying the merch. But we just did a big restock of the second drop, so if you were looking for a certain design in a certain size that was sold out, it is now available. Pooey Fart, yo, Lav, thank you so much. Famous live streamer Lavender Calendar. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the raid. I hope you were having fun doing whatever chaotic thing that you were doing over on your stream. There we go. Go follow Lav. If you guys have not followed Lav, please do. I stopped a stream last week. Whereas, like, I'm not going to spray anymore in Power Wash Simulator until more people go follow Lav. So, if you haven't followed Lav yet, please do so right now. Support the crap out of Lav. Lav says, I hate you to me. But really what she means is, I hate you and thank you. So, there's a hidden message in there as well. Vito Bean, what's up? I see your name there. Andy Bumblebee, hello, hi.
Punch me in the boob.
What is
Fart
this?
you.
God, that's the worst one. Thank you for the 45 months, Lav. That's super nice of you. See, as much as I love the ringer tee, I can't buy mostly white clothes because I'm the clumsiest person in the whole entire world. A lot of people were telling me that, and that's totally understandable. That's part of the reason I really love the Late Night Gang chat shirt the most, is it's off-white. And then on top of that, we have the yellow long sleeve now, which I actually like. Think the design down the sleeve, because really that's just like a repurpose of like the first drop. We had the black long sleeve that had like the logo across the front, but then it had the text across the bottom, like around like the waistline, and that's like a really cool design. But then we moved the Korean to the sleeve instead for the yellow one, and I honestly, it looks so cool. It looks really good. A lot of people have been grabbing the yellow one as well because it's just like, you know, it's so summery, it's so bright, it's so fun. It's a beautiful, beautiful shirt, in my opinion. Lav is big, famous streamer. Go follow her else. Yeah, seriously, like, I say this every time, and as much as, like, Lav and I meme at each other, like, I see so much potential in Lav and Lav's content, and if it doesn't take off, if it doesn't, like, go somewhere, at some point, I will be absolutely shocked. I think Lav has, like, that spark that just, like, is what makes good content on the internet. Please go support Lav. Lav is fantastic and has done so many different things that are, like, even when Lav's not around, there are so many sort of, like, systems in place in this community that are important to how people feel here, like how safe people feel, how comfortable people feel here. Please, please, please go support the crap out of Lav, like 100%. I buy white shirts and just move along my day very anxious. Yeah, I do the same thing. And I just, like, pray that, like, whatever, like, laundry detergent is being used on them is strong enough to, like, take stains out. Because, like, I'm someone who will forget I'm, like, wearing a white shirt and then, like, open a can of, like, Chef Boyardee. So, gonna fart on your door? Well, as long as you do it on the outside door. I have, like, I have, like, the storm door and then I have, like, the real door. You can fart on the storm door. It's designed to take that kind of wind pressure. I should get one of those Tide sticks. Yeah, they're actually kind of helpful. Lav was currently streaming some truly haunting content. What was it, Lav? You never fucking answered me on what you were doing. You know? That's something that I want to know. Like, I want to, like, advertise your content. What the hell was it that you were actually doing on stream? Tell the people at home so they can go and check out your fucking stream. I've been telling people mods for years now, and they don't do it. If you are a mod, if you have a sword next to your name, self-advertise the fuck out of your content. I don't care. You are allowed to do that. And some people might go, oh, that's unfair. Why did the mods get to self-advertise? There's a channel rule against that. They're my mods for a reason. I've handpicked you because you're people I trust and I like, and I want to see you succeed. Support the shit out of your own stuff, please, so we can support the shit out of your own stuff. God damn it. All right. We watched Walton Files. I honestly actually don't even know what that is. I don't know what that is. I've heard good stuff about Walton Files. Have you? No. No, you have to. That's the law. We watch a very unspooky and nice stream with Lav. What is it? I will die before I put a link in this chat. Well, that's funny because every time you type, technically, people can just click your name, Milo, and follow your Twitch channel, which has been blowing up this year, and I'm so fucking proud of you, dude. Like, seriously, as someone who's, like, been around for so long, who I've gotten to see go from, like, a fan in different communities to making your own unique kind of content and getting, like, a following for it. That's so cool. I'm so happy for you, and, like, I'm so excited to see where you go. It's like a really disturbing 1 hour, 40-minute compilation of found footage, but it's like a FNAF spinoff. So is it fictional, or is it like presented like a mockumentary, or is it like real life unsolved mystery shit? Yellow Girbeagly shirt, one of the poggiest things I own. Lots of compliments on it, but nobody ever recognizes it as merch. One day I have faith. But okay, so Lizzie, that's actually something that makes me happy because, I designed all the merch so that it doesn't look like merch. Like, it's very stealth. It's very streamlined. It's very, like, low profile. Like, you can wear it with anything and people won't immediately recognize it as merch. I love that about it. I love that about the merch. And I want people... That actually makes me happy that people compliment it, like it, and don't view it as merch. Brian aggressively supporting his mods is my favorite things. My mods have done so fucking much for this community. I seriously appreciate every single one of them. Falls on the floor in the Family Guy death pose. God, Jesus. Dead mod. It's definitely fictional. No, Lav, it's real smile. Real in 52. What? Okay, Bonnie was in the video. Wait, does it actually have real FNAF things in it? Like, is it a FNAF, like, fan thing? Or is it... I'm getting mixed descriptions of what the Walton Files is. Like, someone said it was like a FNAF thing. But is it a FNAF thing? FNAF will be real in 3. God damn it. Shira, what's up? Good to see you here. Welcome. Another person that, please, throw your support at. Anyone you see with a mod sword in this community, throw your support at. Really hard to describe. I guess I'm just going to have to watch it. It's not FNAF. Okay. Can't wait for it to get cool enough to wear my Finger Hearts hoodie out and about because I love it so much. I think the Korean's so cute. I love that one. The Finger Hearts hoodie is, like, so nice. Honestly, everything from the first drop is really good as well. Hi and bye, everyone. Jakes, I hope you get some good rest. Thank you so much for dropping by to say hello. We appreciate you. Can't stay because I tore part of my cornea. Ah! Oh, no. Shira. I left my glasses at someone's house, so I can't see very well. Oh, no. Shira, I hope that you feel better. I hope that your eye heals up quick. I had a friend in high school who tore their cornea, so I definitely am aware of, like, how uncomfortable, because it doesn't, like, hurt so much as it's, like, super uncomfortable. Feels like there's, like, something, like, underneath your eyelid, because there technically is. I hope that you heal up, you rest up, you start feeling better, you're able to get your glasses. Thanks so much for dropping by even for a second here. We appreciate you a lot. Again, anyone who doesn't know Shira as well, please, Jinx as well. Jinx has the VIP badge. I know I was talking about mods, but there's a reason I have VIPs as well. They're people who are, like, close to me. They're very important people in my life. Jinx is one of those people who was an ex-mod, asked to step down, helped put together our Discord server and run it for a very long time. Someone who has passed on a large amount of very valuable advice and led by example in our community to a lot of the current mods. Jinx is fantastic. Please check out Jinx's Twitch channel as well. Please support the crap out of Jinx. Please also support Shira. Shira makes incredible art. Please support all of them. I appreciate them so fucking much. I really do. Just watched the Walton Files with Lav and Max and Trav and Jordan, so I'm probably gonna have whack dreams. Oh no. Good luck to you. Seriously. Thanks for being my big brother. Thank you so much for, like, being in my life. It really does mean a lot. Like, you are someone who has only enriched the community that you have surrounded yourself with, and we wouldn't have what we have right now if it wasn't for people like you. I've never even touched a pencil. Okay, but I love y'all. Shira makes incredible art. With Shira leaving, they will not be able to defend themselves, so I will be able to say this. I've watched Shira's art develop over the years from style to style. And instead of someone who's just moved on from one style to another, Shira has gotten a style down and then made another style and then like gotten good at both of them and like everything in between. So there's like hyper realism, and then there's like this really cool, like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's this like surreal, like twisted, like really cool side. I love Shira's art styles. Please go support the crap out of Shira. Clarski, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome. I hope that you had a lovely stream. Okay, I'm off now. Brian, TBD soon. Yes. Let's play some more soon. I'm slowly getting better at it. I'm trying to learn. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome to the stream. We're going to be doing some Power Wash Sim. We're going to be chilling and just enjoying each other's company tonight. Actually, shit, I forgot. Let's do some good news. If you guys have good news, whether it is big or small, as long as it's something that we can all comfortably enjoy together, please drop some good news in the chat. It can be something as big as, hey, I got a promotion at work, or hey, I aced a test or something, or something as small as like, hey, I got up and I made myself a really nice breakfast. We want to support you. We want to validate your good news. Anyone here in chat who sees me missing good news, make sure that you are hyping each other up, because whenever it's your turn to share good news, other people will do the same for you. Love Shira's art. I have a drawing they did on a napkin for me at a diner from 2019. I love that. That's so awesome. I love that. I love that, like, so many of you know each other in the community and have met up and become, like, just good friends, and just, it makes me so happy. Like, my favorite fucking thing about this community, and I've said this a million times before, is, like, people in this community finding, like, a place to belong together. Like, becoming actual friends with each other. I love that. Good news, I got goldfish crackers and my coworkers loved my Oreo salad I made. Wait, Oreo salad? Huh? Is that like a dessert salad? Like whipped cream, Oreos, that type of thing? Because I think I've seen stuff like that before. I mean, goldfish crackers also slap, though, and I'm glad that your coworkers liked your cooking. Good news, I finally got seizure medication that I have been waiting for over a decade for. I'm so happy. Phoenix Rising! That's wonderful to hear. Things like medication updates for people where, they are in a new medication program or they're getting treatment for like a certain thing, especially if it's been a long time since like you've needed it or wanted that in your life, to know that you're getting that now and it will hopefully make a big improvement for your quality of life. That's awesome to hear about. That's like really, really cool. Good news, I painted my nails a deep plum with gold on the accent finger and they look so cool. That sounds dope, Max. I've been meaning to. I keep, like, telling Morgan I want to paint my nails, and then I forget to do it. So I got to do that sometime soon. Good news, my partner got me a scrapbook for my birthday with a bunch of photos of us from over the past 6 years. After the hell of the week I had, it was so wonderful. Vito Bean, I'm so sorry that you had a rough week. I'm right there with you. But it's little gestures like that. Not even little gestures. That's like a really nice gesture. So wonderful that you have such a supportive partner who put so much time and thought into something. Happy birthday as well. I don't know which day it was, but happy birthday to you. Whether it's early, belated, or if today is the day, we wish you a very, very happy birthday. Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, I had a really shitty week as well, but I'm super happy to be here. I'm excited to hang out with everyone. The skies are getting brighter each day as I push through and remind myself that, tomorrow's a new day. It's going to get better. I promise you. That scrapbook that you just got, that's just the start of the good vibes. That momentum's going to continue for you. Sirendil, I don't know if I'm saying your name right, but thank you for the gifted sub to Claireski. That's so nice of you. Claire, I hope you enjoy the emotes and the sub badge, being a sub here. Thank you very, very much to both of you for hanging out here tonight. I had some good chicken for dinner. Yo, nice. Love me some good chicken. Me too, actually. Good news, I also got a Science Communication Award for the Acoustical Society of America for my linguistics TikToks, and it comes with a $1,000 prize. Holy shit, way to go. Congrats to you. That's so fucking cool, CMF Voices. Love that. My birthday was yesterday. Yo, happy belated birthday, Vito Bean. Chat, make sure you're, again, congratulating each other, validating each other's good news, wishing happy birthdays where happy birthdays need to be wished. Yo, what's up, Felly? Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello, hello. We haven't started playing the game yet. We've been doing some vibing, chilling out, enjoying each other's company, supporting each other's good news. Some good stuff here. Had a very unexpected ER trip on Tuesday. My chronic pain was the worst this week, but I'm just glad the worst of it is hopefully over. I'm so sorry you went through that, but I'm glad to hear that you're doing better now. I hope that it continues for you as far as like the healing and the good momentum. Good news, I've been studying Spanish for over 175 days consistently now, and I'd love to learn more languages in the future. Right, isn't it so fun to like learn a language and like stick to it? I'm on day for my French, which I'm still not very good at. Like the only reason this streak is alive is because I have to keep going back and reteaching myself like basic French over and over again. But I'm on streak day 884, according to Duolingo, on learning a bunch of French. Good news, I found this stream and it's brightening. Such good vibes. Much appreciated after a terrible day. I'm so sorry to hear that you had a terrible day, Aimless. But I'm glad that you're here, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of your time hanging out here. And also, that's really nice of you. Thank you or is your name The Nameless, or is it Then Aimless? I'm so sorry. I'm so bad at, like, when there's no capitalization. I'm so bad at it. But, Syrian Dill, thank you very much for, or Sir Ian, is it Sir Ian Dill? I'm gonna fuck up everybody's name now. That's just what's gonna happen. Thank you for the gifted sub, though, to someone else who I can't say the name of, because I'm bad. Thank you very, very much for the gifted sub. That's so nice of you. I really do hope that you enjoy being a sub here, enjoy the emotes. The Nameless? Okay, all right. That's pretty easy to remember then. I hope you enjoyed the gifted sub. I hope you enjoy being a sub here in this community. And again, thank you to anyone who's here at all. I want people to know that even if you can't sub or you can't like donate bits or anything like that, don't feel bad about that. Like, trust me, we've had so many streams where like chat has absolutely buried me with like support. I'm fine. I'm A-okay. I just stream to hang out with people. And if we get extra subs and stuff, that's a bonus for me. But those of you who just want to vibe out here and be like, I mean, this is a free website. Twitch is literally a free website. Twitch.tv does not cost you any money to watch. It is a free stream. Please keep that in mind that you are still donating your time, which has a lot of value. So you being here at all like means a lot. Thank you so much, though, to everyone who's been supporting tonight. Good news, I haven't updated on this for a while, but I'm still doing clay sculptures daily, and I'm on day 266 today. Hanixis, you know I love hearing about that. That's so great. That is so fucking cool. I took 4 years of Spanish, won a scholarship for being top of my class, and all I can do is ask you how you are. Lizzie, I took French into college. I literally took French, like, through college. Like, I went to France. Like, I visited. I, like, had to navigate in French. And then my French sounded so childish and bad, apparently, that I was in a bakery, I remember, and I was trying to ask for some bread, and I was, like, butchering it so badly that the person literally looked me in the eyes, and they were like, you know, I speak English, it's okay. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, can I have that loaf of bread there, please? And, that, like, it happens. It's like foreign language is like a muscle. If you don't like flex it every now and then, it sort of like deteriorates, you know? Yo, what's up, Ruby? Good to see you here. Welcome to the stream. Literally took French immersion for 14 years. I can't hold a basic conversation. All right, good. Yeah, see, I'm not good because that sucks, but at least you're not alone, you know? Toxic streamer goes to France and bothers the language. I mean, I tried. Like, I went to French Canada. I think I've talked about this before. I've been to, like, Quebec and Montreal and places like that. And it's nice because everyone does still speak English there, but, like, a lot of the places do try to focus on, like, keeping French Canadian culture alive by speaking, like, putting an emphasis on speaking in French and everything like that. But that is another place I just don't feel comfortable, like, speaking in French because I'm like, oh, they're going to hear me say something really basic in French. Like, I'm going to, like ask for, like, order something and then say thank you for it. And then they're going to be like, oh, a French speaker. And then they're going to say something really advanced to me. And I'm going to be like, oh, it's like I stepped through a portal into, like, another dimension. And everyone there is like, oh, a visitor, hi. And then I'm like, I don't know what you're saying, goodbye. And then, like, I have to step backwards out of the portal. Like, I'd rather not even fucking, like, initiate that. That's awkward for me. To be like, oh, I only know the one phrase. I only dabble in your culture because I'm a idiot. I think it's honestly better to try and fail than to be a dick and not try at all. I mean, if it was a place where, like, they wanted me to speak French, absolutely. But it was one of those things where, like, in France, like, I was trying to, like, practice my French. Like, that's what we were there for. And I just failed so badly. They were like, you should just speak English. Took Spanish for 3 years. I was in honors Spanish class. I can't remember a single thing. It happens, punishment. It's just how it is. Like I said, it's like a muscle. Like, you have to keep flexing it. If you go to small town Quebec and you don't know French, you're screwed. Yeah. So that's the thing. Is like, I went to, like, Quebec City, Quebec. So everyone there, fortunately, like, they were used to English-speaking tourists. But it's like you said, like, we also did venture, like, a little bit outside of Quebec City, and there were places, establishments, where they only would speak French to you, and they would refuse to swap over to English. This happened one time with Chinese. I tried to buy stuff in Chinese, and then the something started trying to joke around, and I was like, oh, we're not at humor in my third language yet, sir. Yeah, that's the other thing, too, is, like, sometimes, like, idioms and, like, inflection and context are very hard to pick up. And those are, like, natural parts of language, but they're those things that you sort of have to be immersed in all the time to, like, understand all the time. Believe me, French is hard even for native speakers. Yeah, I mean, as you would know, I mean, you are definitely someone who has that background, so you would know. I would really like to learn a little bit in a lot of languages so I could kind of communicate rather than be fluent in just, like, 2. Yeah, I used to be that way, Rye, and I was using, like, Duolingo, and I was learning, like, 6 languages at once, and then I started accidentally crossing the wires and getting some of the languages confused and saying, like, the wrong words or phrases, like, in the wrong languages, and I was like, fuck it, I shouldn't do that. So I, I've talked about, like, I was learning Italian. And because I started learning Spanish, I dropped Italian because I was just mixing up the two way too much. If it makes you feel better, Quebecois people in France also get spoken to in English. Yeah, that's true, because Quebecois, like, for people who don't know, like, French Canadian is a totally different dialect than, like, French. Same as in, like, you know, French Italy, and, like, Switzerland and, like, different places, like Belgium. Like, the dialects it's the same root language, and for the most part you can understand each other, but, like, the vernacular, the colloquialisms are still different enough that, like, you can tell when someone's from, like, a different region. It's sort of like accents here, you know, like, if someone from Alabama came up here to New York, they would definitely stick out. Hey, what's up, Lenena? Letting you know I hate the name of the stream. Thanks. Hey, you're welcome. I made it just for you. I said the same thing about instruments. I clearly have a desire to be a jack of all trades. Yeah, instruments I feel like are, like, a little bit, like, it's a little bit easier to, like, transfer the skills of one instrument to the next instrument, because you're still working on, like, finger positions. You're still, like, working on, like, lung control and stuff like that. Whereas, like, with language, a lot of languages do have, like, similar roots and, like, building blocks, but normally, once you start getting into vocabulary, like, the similarities end pretty quickly. Sir Iandil or Syriandil, either, I still don't know how, I'm so sorry. Or is it Syriandil? Or is it, whatever. Siri, go on Dill. Thank you for gifting a sub to Lenena. Lenena, I hope you enjoyed the sub. Enjoy using those emotes and sub badges. You've been around so long that you know how it works here. But I hope that you're saying thank you to the username. I'm so sorry I don't know how to say your username. I'm really trying. I'm trying to figure it out. I promise. I promise I am. I like the way you say Alabama. Why, what, Alabama? Is that how I should be saying it? Is that the native dialect, the native accent down there? Hey, Alabamers. We're coming up from Alabama to visit our city folk cousins up in New York. My grandma from Alabama went to Chicago and almost got into a fight in a McDonald's because the cashier started mocking her accent. Oh, no. Oh, no. I mean, just like I just did. Guess what? You're on my turf. So I get to mock those accents wherever I want. It's Siri Ondil. Siri Ondil. Siri? Siri. Siri. I will do my best. Siri, thank you very much. For all the gifted subs. That's so nice of you. That's seriously super nice of you. Especially now you're not going to gift anymore because of like what I just did, which is fine. You're just very clearly not Southern. Yeah, the closest I came was when I lived in Florida. I'm okay with not being Southern. I'm very Rochester. I was, I can't remember what word I said. I was, Morgan and I met up with her parents to eat outside somewhere. Oh my gosh, a tier 3? Siri, thank you very, very much for the tier 3. That's so nice of you. Thank you very much for the support. Thank you for that tier 3. I hope you enjoy being a sub here. Thank you very, very much. That's really cool of you. Holy crap. I hope that you don't regret that. Because you haven't been here for nearly long enough to know if I'm going to be horrible and you have to cancel me soon. Thank you, J-Tips, for the 13 months as well. Over a year. That's so cool of you. Thank you so, so much. You and Oliver are trying to 100% Super Mario Galaxy? Yo, Linena, enjoy that. It'd be very, very fun. What was I talking about a second ago? My brain just, like, went into another dimension. Oh, yeah, okay. We were meeting up with Morgan's mom and dad for dinner to eat outside. And, I said a word, and, like, even Morgan and her parents, like, made fun of how I said it, because I, like, put, like, the really nasally like, Rochester that, like, we put on fucking everything here. I, like, really emphasized it without realizing it, and they, like, said it back to me to, like, make fun of me, and I was like, did I say it that way? And they were like, yeah, and I was like, I gotta get the fuck out of the city. Like, I gotta get out of here. The longer I'm here in Rochester, like, the worse my accent gets, and I gotta get out of here. Brian, you deserve all the support. Thank you for thinking so. That's really nice of you. Gotta head out. CMF Voices, take care. Thanks for chilling with us. Katie, what's up? Good to see you here. Welcome to the stream. People make fun of how I say horror and Florida. Well, you're from Jersey, so, like, you're near the city, so you say horror instead of horror, don't you? And you say Florida instead of Florida. And you say horrible. Yep, I know exactly that accent. I make fun of that one, too. But then again, I also say Rochester, like Rochester, instead of Rochester, which is how it's spelled. And garage is another one that Morgan makes fun of, and pretty much every word that I say. Like, I get the, like, really hard A's,
Punch me in the boob.
like, so hard. Siri, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Kai Morant. That's so nice of you. Kai, enjoy the emotes. Enjoy the sub badge. Enjoy being a sub again. Thank you so much. That's super nice of you. Thank you very, very much for that support. Rochester Omega lol. Yeah. People make fun of the way I say A's too. I'm from Chicago. I have no idea I had a Midwestern accent. So your accent, the one in Chicago. So, if you look at a map, there's a linguistics map that has, like, a breakdown of, like, certain accents in the U.S. And, the accent map. Oh my God, chickens. Thank you so much for the 5 chickens. Look at all those chickens.
Look at all those chickens.
Oh my gosh, what is happening? We haven't even started playing the game yet. Thank you for the $5 chickens. Thank you for the 5 chickens. But there's a lot of really cool linguistics maps out there. And Chicago and Rochester actually share the same accent. We have very similar accents. And, like, where those, like, originated from, like, they spread to both areas, like, the same amount. So there are a lot of people in Chicago who have a very similar accent to mine. And that is just the way, like, it's, like, called, like, the North Atlantic accent or something weird like that, or Midwestern Atlantic accent. It's something fucking bizarre like that. I don't remember the name of it. But it's a lot of linguistic similarities between how people talk in Chicago and Rochester. Granted, we have a bunch of, like, weird slang terms, just like Chicago does, that are different, but it's more about that nasally, like, noise that we just make all the goddamn time. I'm so different. I'm big on the aw sound with words like dog and Rochester. Dog. Very much pulling from, like, Brooklyn. Oh, got it, yeah. What even is a chicken accent? What was just donated to the channel. Thank you again, chickens. That's so nice of you. You're all awesome. Seriously. Thank you. Sorry for the Norwenglish. Listen, you don't have to apologize at all. Like, clearly, I can't even read words. To me, as a Norwegian, US/UK accent seems very similar. There are Norwegian accents I cannot understand a word of. Yeah, I mean, again, at its basis, the accent, you know, doesn't really change the words being said for the most part. Like, there's slang terms in different regions of the US, but I'm sure to, like, foreign people, like people from outside the U.S., international people, it sounds pretty similar for the most part, and it's just like a slight, like maybe twang in some of our voices or whatever. Unless there are some places where like just things are like totally whacked out. And I bring this up every single time. I was literally just talking D-Tune, Jordan, and I were in a call last night. For those of you who don't know my friend Jordan, D-Tune, fantastic, amazing, entertaining streamer. Love him so, so much. He's a fantastic dude. But Jordan and I were talking about Pittsburghese because he'd never heard of Yinzer. And I bring up Pittsburghese every time because I used to live in the Pittsburgh region of Pennsylvania. And for those of you who have never heard Yinzer before, it is like a fucking different language from a different planet. It's like aliens came down and they were like, the middle of that fucking random cow field looks good. And they flew down into Pennsylvania and they landed and they blended in with the humans there. And they just started like pretending that they knew English when they didn't. And that's Yinzer. Yeah, Pittsburgh is a tough one. It's so bizarre. I once heard someone compare Swedish as sing-songing to Danish, sounding like Swedish, but with a potato in your mouth. Yeah, I've heard between the Swedes and the Danish, or between Danish and Swedish, I've heard that there's been a lot of discourse. Like they like to poke fun at each other and poke fun at each other's like dialects and accents and things like that. I think that's actually like really common because I have a lot of friends from both those areas who will always bring up the other in some kind of way. I find the Scots/Northern English easiest to understand, though, as those accents are surprisingly close to Norwegian. Really? You know what? Thinking about that, breaking it down in my head a little bit, yeah, I guess I could see that. Yeah, I guess I could see that. That's cool. I love that. Linguistics is something we bring up a lot in this stream just because it's like a fun thing to talk about. And everyone, like when you like really take a step back and like you think about like language and how it's like spread across the globe and changed and everything, it's so cool. It's so neat to see what similarities we have and where it veered off completely like in a different way. I love it. It's really, really cool. I've never heard anyone besides Pennsylvania people call it Pennsyltucky culture. Really? Because I'm pretty sure most of the rest of the world makes fun of Pennsylvania and calls it Pennsyltucky. At least the people who've driven through it. Because as soon as you drive through Pennsylvania, if you go on like the turnpike or something and you're just like, oh, this stretch of the country, fun. It really is Pennsyltucky. It's an interesting place. And then you got like Philly and you got Pittsburgh, which are like their own cultures that are like so different than the rest of Pennsylvania. But like, yeah, Yinzer, again, I've done this 1,000 times. This is not brand new content by any stretch of the imagination. But I have to whip out the Yinzer because I lived in Pittsburgh. And the first time I heard it, I thought someone was speaking a foreign language to me. And then as I lived longer and longer in Pennsylvania, I learned it and I got to understand it. But Yinzer is a specific dialogue to the Pittsburgh region where...
The cool thing about languages and dialects and communication in general is that it's always evolving and it's so cool to analyze and adapt. I love it.
It really is so cool. And it kind of like understanding it helps us all a little bit, which is like really, really neat. Thank you, Rye, for the 100 bits. That's so nice of you. That's so, so cool. You were infected. Yeah, I was infected by Yinzer. My go-to, I'm not going to break this down too much beyond because, again, people who have been here for a while are probably rolling their eyes being like, God, Brian always says this stupid fucking sentence. And those of you from the Pittsburgh area are like, God, I can't argue against this because it's so accurate. But I've had this actual phrase said to me while I was hanging out in Pittsburgh with friends. Hey, Yin's guy's going to see the Stillers in that. I don't know what closed captioning just did with that sentence, by the way, but I assure you that that is exactly what it sounds like. It is. Yin's guy's going to see the Stillers in that. I'm sure closed captioning is going insane trying to figure out what the fuck I just said. To break it down, it's Yin's guys. Yins is sort of like y'all or like yous guys, like we say in New York. Yins is like their version of that in Pittsburgh. So Yins is like the you all or you guys. So Yin's guys means you guys. It didn't even attempt to pick it up. Oh, bless its heart. Gone see the Stillers and that is going to see the Steelers, who Pittsburgh Steelers, big NFL team. Everyone in Pittsburgh loves them and supports them. And that, at the end of the sentence, is literally N, the letter N, apostrophe A-T. So, in that. Which basically means, like, and that, but it's just a random, like, hanging non... it doesn't have a real purpose. So, it's like the PA version of in it. It really fucking is. It is seriously. It is like the Pennsylvania version of in it. So, you know, like the joke, the meme is like Tuesday in it. Like how people from the UK say in it at the end of everything. People in Pittsburgh literally say in that at the end of sentences for no other reason. There's it doesn't have a purpose in the sentence. It's basically like and stuff almost. It would be like, are you guys going to the grocery store to buy some bread and stuff? Like, it would be like that. So people will say, wait, captions actually put Tuesday in it? Oh my God. So someone who says, Yin's guys go and see the Steelers and that is asking, are you guys going to see the Steelers play? So like in at like is like the fill-in word for like whatever action or missing words in the sentence. It's like really weird. It's like the Michigan A. Yeah, or like the Wisconsin A. It's like that, oh, don't you know A? You know, like that type of shit. Closed captioning translated that one? Wait, for real? It got it right? No way. Yeah, no, for sure, eh? Yeah, it's hello, Sarah. Yeah, it's very much like that. So in that is Pittsburgh's version of that. And I think I'm pretty sure that a lot of Pennsylvania was like settled by like Dutch people. So maybe there's like a root from like Dutch in that, but I don't know. I honestly don't. The first time I heard that, I thought someone was like attacking me. Like someone like came up to me like in the city. And he's like, where be the Permanis in at? And I was like, what the fuck? Dude, I don't have money. I'm sorry. I'm not worth mugging. I love the Midwestern how are you as a greeting with nobody caring about the answer. That's pretty good. I like that. I'm trying to think of if we have a version of that around here. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure most like regions have something similar. That's why so many people are like, oh yeah, in Wisconsin we do this, or in Michigan we do this, whatever. Like I like that. Again, language connects us all. It has its differences. It's so interesting and weird to hear about all those differences, but it's so cool that it does ultimately connect us all in some kind of way. I think it's so cool to talk about and like think about. We can keep talking and thinking about it while I play some of the actual game that's advertised on the stream. Please, I can't lose more viewers. Please, I'm just a streamer. I need this. I need this right now. I need the validation. All right, let's get this dang game going. You guys didn't come here to hear me just jawing off about everything. You guys came here to watch me wash some things. I do a lot of yeah, no, and no, yeah, and yeah, no, yeah, but I'm just entirely not from the area that stems from. Yeah, that's not like a big New York thing, right? Like sometimes, like certain areas, like we do that.
Bread makes you fat.
Siri, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Butter Breakfast. That's so nice of you. Butter Breakfast, if you're still here, make sure that you're saying thanks for the gifted sub. Enjoy the emotes. Enjoy the sub badge. Thank you so much. That's really nice. Seriously. Power washing is universal, though. Yes, everyone can understand the beautiful language of power washing. I think my biggest stalwart is, oh my God, I throw at the end of fucking everything. I think that's like a very much a Northeast thing. So, yeah. We got clean Grandpa Miller's car, clean the recreation vehicle, clean the forest cottage. Exactly. Yeah, I say that all the time. Seriously. I do. Forest Cottage. I was going to probably do Forest Cottage just because I told you guys I love doing the vehicles, but the Forest Cottage is a house. Like, I like the big houses. I like the estates and shit. So we're gonna do this one real quick. Well, I mean, not real quick, but you know, we got some extra time to like stream and hang out tonight, which is very excited. Power wash, good vibes. Let's go. Let's go. I'm excited for it. It should be very, very fun. So H&G Hexenjäger from Great River County National Park. Oh, we're going into the parks again. I see how it is. We are two humble confectioners, brother and sister. Oh my god, it's Hansel and Gretel. Living on our own deep in the woods of the national park, and there's absolutely nothing strange about that. We are also the creators of the finest gingerbread ever to grace the county. But to stay on top, we need constant reinvention, and our dream forest home has become a grubby grotto, affecting our ability to dream up wonderful new recipes. Can you come and restore our cottage, and with it, our creative flow? Danke. Sure. Yeah. Compliment time? Did someone redeem compliment party? Hell yeah. All right, compliment party. For those of you who have never done one before, you can make a direct compliment about someone here in chat, or you can just compliment chat in general. That is absolutely your choice. You can compliment the community, or you can compliment someone specific. It is your choice on how you do that, but please do so. So, yeah. All right. I know it's natural for people to be suspicious, but we really are who we say we are. All right. I mean, I don't care who you are, as long as your money's good. I don't give a shit. Yes, 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 yes. Continue to compliment each other, chat. Well, I get started on cleaning. I get that spray down going. Some good shit, dude. Some good shit. Hell yeah. Chat is always so welcoming and wonderful, and I'm so grateful to be a part of this wholesome community. Max, I'm so appreciative of you, and I'm so glad that you're here. And that all of you guys are here. So you're all enjoying tonight's stream, hopefully. So far, as we continue to play this video game and hang out and talk about the things and the stuff, should be pretty good. Yo, Az, what the heck? Thank you.
I saw a video about a 3,000 bar, 44 apostrophe OOOPS.
Oh my god.
Pressure washer. The most powerful.
To like punch a hole through the earth.
The engine and pumps takes up an entire truck, and the thing is so lethally dangerous that the operator must wear a full.
Holy shit!
They need to put
yeah, they should put that thing in the game. That would be amazing. Oh my god, that's so cool. It's like in an armored truck, and they have to wear like bomb like demolition gear. That's incredible. That is amazing. That's psychotic, though. That's like just crazy to hear about. Seriously. Brian, you are one of the most down-to-earth and cool people I've met. Your content has grown so much over the years, and you've inspired a lot of the way I stream out. What the fuck, dude? You're not allowed to say those things. That's so nice. Wait, shit, that's a strike. Thank you so much, dude. Seriously, if I'm, like, completely honest, Milo, again, like, I meant every word that I said. Owned. Seriously, I've gotten to watch you grow from someone who is like very young in a lot of communities as a fan of other people's content, which is like totally fine. I mean, that's where everyone starts, as a fan of other people's work. And you've gotten to grow into your own person, and you've gotten to create like some really fucking cool like content, and you've gotten to make some like really awesome connections like in the industry, like some friendships with like really prominent creators and stuff. Like, all that is awesome. It's like really, really cool. I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited to see where you go and what you do with all the momentum that you have going on right now. It's gonna be dope, dude. I love this community so much. It's genuinely the only community I ever missed because of how kind, chill, and funny everyone is. Brian included. Thank you so much, Dr. Juper. That's so nice of you to say. I mean, here's the thing. If you miss it here, just know that the door is always open for you. You know, like that's like a two-way street. Like when people aren't around, we miss you guys. Like we do. And we hope that you know that door is always open for you. Like if you need to like make your way back and vibe, if you're going through like a hard time in life and you just need sort of like that constant that you're used to of like what we do here, like the type of content that you're used to, the type of company that you're used to here, that's always open and available. Like we are so happy to be a place that people can return to regardless of how much time they've spent away from it. There's people in chat here who have like taken like months to like year-long breaks away from the community and like drop by again just to see how like things are going and like have like reintegrated into it, or only like drop by like occasionally now because like I always say, you guys have your own priorities, you have your own responsibilities, your own lives to lead. Like this stream's always gonna be here. I'm gonna be streaming when I'm like fucking like 50, guaranteed. But like, just because I have fun doing it. But like, you guys, you have your own lives to like live. You like, your priorities are gonna change. Sometimes your tastes are gonna change. Sometimes you're like just, I don't know, like where you decide to spend your time because you have limited amounts of that resource. All that's gonna change. And that's acceptable, and that is something that is normal, and you're gonna like find things that you like more than the stream. Some of you already have that stuff. That's okay. The big thing about it is if you ever do want to come back, that invitation's never fully closed off to you. If you want to come back, if you want to find that place, that sense of familiarity, we're like the fucking like Cheers of like streams, right? It's like Cheers is like, I don't know if you guys know like the old boomer sitcom Cheers, like where everybody knows your name, do, and like every time Norm walks in, we go Norm, and like that's like the fucking like boomer sitcom of like the world. Like that's what we are. Like we're Cheers. Like I'm fucking behind the bar. I'm serving up drinks. Oh, we don't get to, like, wash the axe? That would have been really cool. I'm Sam, the idiot bartender. Oh my god, you can spray the axe? This is very dangerous. Oh my god, you can spray the wood. I'm just gonna be doing the same thing until I die, basically. So, it's one of those things where, like, you're always gonna have a place to come back to. Where you know exactly what to expect. And I hope that you know that. I hope that you never are like, oh, well, it's been so long, I can't, like, go back there. Like, no one will remember me, or no one will care, or whatever. I mean, all you have to do, is, even if you've been away for, like, years or something, is just give, like, a quick little, like, hey, I used to hang around, like, here a lot. I don't know if anyone does remember me, but, like, our vibes are gonna be here still. So, yeah. I hope that is something people remember. And I'm glad to hear that, like, people enjoy what they get right now from what we do. But it's like we talked about. Like, I mean, I brought that up the other night. Like, I don't know how long this will last. Like, I said I will still be streaming at 50. Like, even if this doesn't... it can't support me by that time. If I'm, like, so old, like, I don't have a demographic anymore. And people are like, yeah, who wants to watch, like, a fucking old dude, like, play video games online and talk about like the life experiences he had like in his 30s. Like like that could happen. Who knows? I'm the strongest person in the world. Sorry, I had to do that. Like I don't know how long it's going to be my job, but I'm still going to stream for fun even if this ever falls by the wayside. If this disappears for me, if this stops being like a feasible like course of work, I'm still going to do it because I enjoy doing it, and I still enjoy spending time with the people who make time for me. So, I'll still be here. But, also, maybe over the years my priorities will change. Maybe I won't stream quite as much. Maybe I will not be as present, you know, doing this. It's like I talked about before, like, we're gonna do this as long as we can, and I hope that it's fun the whole time. But someday, maybe I'll be gone. Maybe someday you'll like go to my Twitch page. You'll go to twitch.tv. You'll be like, oh, I wonder how that Brian guy is doing. I used to go to his streams all the time. That was really fun. And you log on to twitch.tv/Girbeagly, and you see in like the like chronicled like VODs, like, or like highlight clips or something, like last live like 4 years ago. I mean, that could be, that is going to happen at some point. That's going to be like a real thing. So, everyone who's allowing me to make this work right now and enjoying what we're doing together and having fun in the moments that we're having, like, fucking thank you so much. It's been such a dope ride. It's been so fun. It is a dream come true to be able to, like, just mess around and hang out and chill night after night with cool, very cool people. Thank you so much for allowing me to do that. And thanks for like, giving me a platform to, like, be myself also. Like, it's been so good for me in the sense of, like, I've discovered a lot about myself. It's like Milo was talking about. Like, my content's not always been the same. A lot of it's changed over time. Milo's gotten to see it. A lot of the people who've been around for years have seen it. I've gotten to grow as a person. I've gotten to reprioritize what's, like, important to me, and it, like, means a ton. It's, like, really, really cool. And I don't know, I've been really, really very grateful that I can use my platform and whatever influence I have with this community to, you know, promote good causes and talk about things that are important to me, and, you know, hopefully be there for a lot of people in a way that means something. Because that's not how the channel started off. Back when I started making content, I was making content for me only. I was making content because I was like, hey, I saw people on YouTube, like, playing video games and talking over them. That's something I do for fun anyway, so I might as well, like, make videos of it to share, and maybe, like-minded people will find my content. And they did. And, like, for a while, like, the only subscribers I had were, like, my mom and my wonderful partner Morgan, who supported me every step of the way of this crazy journey. And I just set out to be like, I'm going to make content, and people who like it will like it, and that's it. But then, like, as I grew and, you know, as the community started, like, exploding and turning into something, like, way different than what I ever expected or dreamt of, like, I couldn't have predicted that thered be this many fucking people in this community. Like, we have, like, 21,000 people following this channel. Like, what the hell's that about, dude? That's so many people. That's so many more people than I ever thought would be, like, here. There's, like, over 40,000 people on YouTube, like following the YouTube channel. Like, that's crazy. So many people on social media. Like, I never expected any of that. I didn't expect to have a voice or an influence or have anyone give a shit about what I had to say. But now that that's the reality of it, like, I hope I'm using, like, you know, my platform in a way that's, like, responsible, or at least is giving people, like, a nice constant to sort of go back to and support and be a part of. And I hope that I'm creating stuff that's there for some people. You know, like, I can't save the world. I can't save every single person. But if I'm making stuff that overall, you know, like, that people enjoy and brings, like, a net good amount of positivity to the world, I'm really happy about that. That's awesome. And I hope that, I hope I can continue to do that. I mean, it's been very surreal, though. It doesn't feel real a lot of the times. There have been multiple moments over my career where I'm like, why does anybody care? But I'm glad that because people do, we've been able to, you know, do a lot of good for, like, charitable causes and become, like, an important part in people's, like, daily or weekly routines. And giving people to feel giving people a place where they like feel like they belong. Because again, as I've talked about a lot, when I was younger, I didn't have that many friends. I didn't really fit in, and that sucked. That sense of isolation blows. So if I can keep people from feeling that, even for a couple hours a night, or like with a like on like a reply to one of my tweets or whatever it is, like that's awesome. That's really cool. I'm happy about that. So, yeah. The domino effect of how I got to this community is kind of wild, but I'm very happy for it. What's the okay, I always like to hear people's origin stories about like how they found the community. Because some people are like OG, like have been around like since the days of like double daily uploads on YouTube from me. Like from the Let's Play days of my YouTube channel. Like some people are from that. And then some people are like, yeah, I just like found you last week because I like Power Wash Sim. And you were like not racist, so that was like cool. That was good enough. I've always loved domino effects with online stuff. Yeah, it's so interesting. Right? But that said, guys, part of the responsibility of having a community and understanding that I do have some form of influence online is one of these days, no more streams, you know? One of these days it really will say last streamed 4 years ago on this Twitch page. And that's going to be it, you know? So everyone who's here right now, making this moment, making this memory, having this experience, enjoying this conversation, enjoying each other's company, lifting each other up, you guys are fucking awesome. You're part of something important and great for the history and the longevity of the current longevity of this community. Like, that means a lot. Thank you so much. Like, seriously. It's like really, really cool. The bar is so low. Yeah. It's like you'd think that would just be a given anytime you clicked on any stream, but it's Twitch. So, you can't assume that the person you're clicking on isn't going to be a horrible human being. So that's just the way that it works on this website. So, yeah. I guess you could say that my Tumblr account and finding out that Markiplier was in the hospital. I love that you censored Mark's name. Was in the hospital is how the dominoes started out, but I mean, I'm here now, and that's cool. Right, it's wonderful that you're here at all. I really appreciate that. I'm like more curious. Like, wait, what do you mean when Mark was in the, like, which time, first of all, when Mark was in the hospital? Because Mark's, like, constantly in the fucking hospital. I literally texted him that the last time he was in the hospital. I texted him and I was like, oh my God, is everything okay? And he was like, yeah, it's fine. And then I texted him and I was like, you spend more fucking time in the hospital than any human being I know. And then, but like, which time? And how is Tumblr involved? I'm so curious now. I want to know the actual like background on this. I really do. I think I knew who you were because of Ethan. And I went to your panel, introduced to Sean in 2014 by someone at the school, and going through the general grapevine and landing on your channel. Yeah, a lot of people have found me through my friends, and part of that is like they'll promote me, like they've promoted me over the years, and like part of it is like just by association, the fact that like I do know so many people online. Like I'd say about like 50. I'd probably say like 75% of the people that I'm friends with on like the internet are more famous than me. I'm forever the bridesmaid, never the bride. But like that's fine because a lot of them have used their influence to like support me and like help me get to where I am. But then also on top of it, like it is so cool to hear like when people are like, yeah, they like didn't promote you. Like I just have seen your name come up so much because they like talked about you, or you know, like whether it was Mark or Sean or Ethan or whoever, or like any of the other billions of fucking people I know who are like super successful. And it's always neat because like obviously there's a lot of people who have tried to use me over the years, where they're like, oh, this guy has like a lot of connections, and so I gotta like get into his community. So I have like a way to get to like my favorite content creator, and that's icky, but it's like just a truth of the industry. It happens, and I'm like used to that. It like sucks, but like I just fucking ignore those people. But like it is always like interesting when people. I shouldn't say it's interesting. It's awesome that so many of you are just genuine people who wanted to stick around and enjoyed what, like, I did individually, like, as me. So, yeah. I found out from Tumblr because people on Tumblr loved him, and I found his channel just because he had a lot of... Oh, you found Mark because... Okay, so people on Tumblr, like, were talking about Mark, and you happened to be on Tumblr and see one of the posts, so you checked out Mark, and then through Mark, you found me. Got it. Okay, I understand now. I thought it was, like, a specific hospital... posts like, oh, I stubbed my toe, and everyone was like, oh, get better, Mark, and you were like, oh, I saw the viral Mark stubbed his toe post on Tumblr, and then like you had written like a funny thing to him because anytime he's in the hospital, I write something mean to him. Save Marky Moo. Domino Effect is quite a good description for me too. I started by following Sean and Mark, then Ethan, and I saw the hot sauce. Oh God. And eat my ass videos. Subscribe to your channel, lurk some of your streams, then decided to become an active member of the community during last year's St. Jude month. And I consider it one of my best decisions to this day. As having you here is so wonderful. I'm glad that that was the pipeline you followed because obviously, like, it's cool when people are just, like, checking me out because I happen to be friends with, like, other people. But, like, if your first, like... exposure to me is my like a version of my content through like one of my friends' content, like a video like we collabed on together, like made together or something. So you've gotten to like already see a part of like who I am and like my type of humor. That makes me really happy. That's like really awesome. I'm glad that you enjoyed the content you saw in Ethan's video that was like my own personality infused into that. And decided to give me a shot. That's, like, so fucking cool. And especially with, like, the St. Jude streams, like, hearing so many people have joined the community because of the St. Jude streams. And that makes me unbelievably happy. Because I guess circling back to Mark again, when I was a small content creator, very young and very naive and didn't know what I was doing, I saw Mark raising so much money for charity through live streams and stuff like that. And I was like, I fucking want to do that. Like, I really want to do that too. I want to, like, have a platform so I can, like, amplify the amount of money I would be able to, like, raise on my own through, like, a community effort. That seems so fucking cool. I want to do that thing. And, we're doing that now. And to know that, like, my charity fundraising efforts and, like, what we do as a community and, like, the energy and the fun that we, like, put into those streams is, like, important enough to some people that, like, they've stuck around and just, like, decided to become part of, like, the greater part of what we do. That's so cool. That's so awesome. Wake up, Markiplier, in a comma. Oh, God. That's a big goal of mine as well. Yo, Milo, you can totally do it. I believe in you, dude. Sean had green hair when I started following him actively. I got so nostalgic when I watched videos of the green hair era. I think a lot of people are still stuck in that era. I know from talking to him many times about it that he liked that, like, brand, like it was easy for him to, like, brand himself and, like, stick out. And it was cool to, like, make, you know, videos where, like, people instantly recognize him because of his hair and stuff. But he was, like, maintaining that hair was, like, a fucking nightmare. So I don't think he's ever gonna, like... I don't think he's ever gonna go, like, non-natural again, outside of, like, maybe charity incentives every now and then. But I know a lot of people, like, the same with, like, Mark's red hair and, like, Ethan's blue hair and shit like that is, like, their hair eras. Oh my gosh. Right, thank you for the big
It's been
bits.
so sweet and comforting, and it was nice to actually get to hang out and talk for a little while, but I have a long day tomorrow and it's time for bed.
Aw.
Thanks for streaming kind of early tonight, and I'm glad you're feeling a little bit better.
Thank you, Rye.
Great chat, I hope you all stay safe and lovely.
That's such a
Cheer
nice
100.
message. Thank you so much for the 200 bits. That's a lot. That's really, really nice of you. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Rye, get some good rest. I'm glad you were able to join for part of tonight's stream. And yeah, I'm going to try to stream around like this time a little bit more often. But then still like stream late into the night as well, just so we can get like extra stream time in. Because especially after this like past week, I missed so many days of streaming because I just did not feel up to it. So, yeah. Friend in high school introduced me to Mark with the Happy Wheels vids. Happy Wheels was like an entry point for a ton of people back in the day. It was so bright. Yeah, Sean's green hair was like, it looked like candy. It was like so insanely bright. It's like, you know how like they make kids like sour apple candy, like radical sour apple. Like it's like super bright and like the most obnoxious, like eye-catching color possible. So the kid goes, Mom, I want that. And then their mom's like, oh no, that's poison. It's bad. Don't put that in your body. You're never going to get that. And then it becomes like a fun point of contention for everyone involved. Like that was the color of his green hair for people who missed his green hair era. Because now when you think about it, like the hair eras, the like dyed hair eras, those were like years ago now. Just like fucking crazy, honestly. Started watching Mark for his Outlast series. That's a good one to have started with as well. Mark really was like the king of like horror Let's Plays. Like he kind of still is, but he does like obviously a lot more variety on his channel now and doesn't play just horror. But like I started watching him way back in the day because he was literally the only guy for a while. Well, not the only guy, but he was like one of the only really entertaining people on YouTube for a while who was doing indie horror games specifically. Like everyone was playing like the big AAA, like here's my part 427 of Silent Hill 3. But Mark was doing like these like really exciting one-shots of like fucking like Slendy Tubbies. Like games like no one had ever fucking heard of before or cared about. That was like Mark's like appeal. Like he had a corner on like the indie horror market for a while, which was like really fun. It was like a really smart move by him, and it created very entertaining, unique videos of like games no one had really watched before, and it made it really easy as like someone who wanted to try out some of those games to find out like a little bit more about the games. Yes, we moved here just a week after that bank robbery, but people move house all the time. Wait, are Hansel and Gretel fucking bank robbers in this universe? Because that's amazing. I still have very fond memories of his really niche indie Let's Plays. Yeah, me too. Like, the old shitty camera, him sitting in the dark, like, backlit, like, holy shit. Like, his mic constantly peeking into oblivion. That's, like, how I got into, like, a lot of, like, Let's Play stuff. That's, like, what inspired me to really get into Let's Play stuff. Was watching him do that. Like, because it was like, his setup fucking sucked. His setup was awful back then. It was dog shit. And, really what he had going for him was his personality and, like, his crazy deep voice. Oh, hello, everybody. Where's the blacksmith? Like, that was, like, his big thing. But his setup, like, sucked ass. And that was actually comforting to me as a young creator. Because I was like, well, fuck, this dude's equipment sucks balls, but he's making it work, and it's really fun to watch, and it also makes it more fun in some ways. It makes it, like, feel like you're actually, like, there, like, watching a friend, like, playing a game or something. And, like, that, because that was, like, so relatable at the time, it encouraged me. It gave me that, like, really big push I wanted to start making more content of my own. So, yeah, it was a vibe for sure. It really was. Used to dye my hair blue or red, but I have black people hair, and it stripped my lovely hair. My curls, oh no! Now if I want color, I have to add with extensions, less bleach that way. Yeah, bleach is like a scary thing, right? Bleach is like a real... if you have like naturally really dark hair, you have to leave bleach in a lot longer, and you have to do multiple bleaching sessions. And obviously, I assume you were being super safe with it and putting, like, time between your sessions so that, like, you weren't, like, absolutely destroying everything. But even then, it's, like, not healthy. It's not good for, like, dark hair. And especially, like, if the, like, texture and everything of your hair is, like, not really meant to sort of hold that. It's tough. It's really, really hard. I'm so sorry that you dealt with that. But as someone who's had to do, like, a ton of, like, obviously bleach jobs in my own hair, like, it's, I get the struggle to a degree, at least. That's what I felt with Sean, too. He had a bed sheet behind him and just spoke to the camera, and that was like, huh, people just like him because he's funny. Yeah, and, like, obviously, like, he had, like, sort of the, I wouldn't call it a persona, but it was, like, definitely the on-screen, like, hyped up energy of him, like, screaming, like, I'm the loudest guy on YouTube type of shit that he was doing at the time. Like, he had that, and that, like, obviously, like, brought in, like, a lot of young viewers who really enjoyed that type of energy. But he also had those, like, vlogs where, and that was something, like, I really fucking loved about his early stuff was he had those vlogs where he just sit down and, like you said, he had the fucking bed sheet behind him and he had his stupid little hat on and he, like, would be like, hey, we just hit 2,000 subscribers on the channel. That's really fucking cool. And, like, would just talk like a normal human being. And that was, like, really cool. That was, like, really, really, really neat. Like, I thought that was, like, awesome. Because, like, not a lot of YouTubers were doing that at the time outside of actual vloggers. Like, he was incorporating, like, a vlogging approach and relatability and human aspect to a gaming channel where, like, it wasn't like, hey, I'm going to do a vlog because we hit 3,000 subscribers on YouTube. Now I'm going to do a wacky challenge. He wasn't, like, just doing that. He was, like, taking time to talk to people. Like, he was writing to people on Twitter every day. That's how him and I first started talking was he would, like, reply to my tweets and, like, we'd talk back and forth and stuff. And, like, I was one of the first, I think it was, like, within the first, like, 12,000 people that subbed to him on, like, YouTube. And so, like, I was there from, like, a very early time. And we just started talking. And so, like, when he started really blowing up, like, he obviously knew who I was already. He had seen my content. We had talked about a number of different things. And, like, we just sort of stayed connected that way. And he had a crazy amount of variety for time. Yeah, I mean, really, like, Sean doing everything from Happy Wheels to horror games to, like, random indie, like, simulation, like, real-time strategy games. Like, he was all over the fucking place, and that was great. And that was back when that worked on YouTube, when you could, like, throw a variety of different, like, indie one-shots onto your YouTube channel and call it a fucking day. And he really, he did help set that model and, like, make, like, the algorithm, like, really favor that kind of content. But, yeah. Reading comments videos were always like, yeah, I used to do the reading comments videos. A lot of YouTubers used to do that. I hit this wall with them where I'd get this, like, it was back before I realized I had, like, really fucking bad anxiety. And that's probably, like, weird to hear. But, like, I just wasn't aware I had anxiety. Because I was like, I'm such an extrovert. Of course I don't have anxiety. I'm an extrovert. I love talking to people. I get energy from talking to people. I can't also have anxiety because I'm not, like, stage fright. And I was just, like, in denial. And so what I would do is I would tweet, and some of you guys probably fucking remember this. I would tweet out onto, like, I'd put up, like, a post on, like, Twitter and Facebook and shit. And I'd be like, hey guys, I'm going to be doing, like, a reading your comments video this weekend. We're going to be doing reading your comments number 4. So hit me with, like, any questions you got. I'm so excited to do it. And I would be, like, genuinely excited. And then, like, 40 fucking questions would come in. And I would go, oh my God, there's going to be so many disappointed people that I didn't answer their questions. And I don't remember who I've answered questions from before. So I, like, made a, like, Google Doc spreadsheet to, like, keep track of who I had replied to before, and I was, like, making it like a job and overcomplicating it. Like, I was so, like, nervous I was gonna, like, upset people because I hadn't like answered enough people, like a variety of people. Like I hadn't talked to everyone yet. And that was like my thing. I was the nice guy on YouTube. Like that was, I wasn't extra funny. I wasn't extra smart. I wasn't extra clever. I wasn't good at editing. My thumbnails sucked ass. Like the only thing I had going was I was the nice guy. I was the guy who replied to every tweet to me. I was the guy who replied to every comment on my YouTube channel. So like, I was like, fuck, I can't reply to 40 comments in a video because that's going to be like a 7-hour-long video. So I was like freaking out, and I would like freak out and overcomplicate it so much I just wouldn't do the video. I would just never do the fucking video.
The other L word.
And I think like on the YouTube channel, it's still only up to like answering your comments like number 5 from like fucking years ago because I was having like panic attacks thinking about people like calling me out for like not answering their question. And like I had to like take a step back, and then like obviously like I saw like a therapist and they were like, you have fucking anxiety, dude. Like, so that's where I was with that. Why not, by the way, thank you so much for the 2 gifted subs to Dragon Farts 420. Possibly the best name on this platform. And Rap McDash, either of you, if you're here, please make sure you're saying thank you to Why Not's generosity. Why Not? That's a lot of subs. Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much for the support. That's so kind of you, so cool of you. We really do appreciate that a lot. Thank you very, very much for the support of the channel, and just like thanks for being here. Thanks for chilling. Thank you for being a part of this community. Thank you for just like supporting everything I do. That's like really nice of you. But it's yeah, it was like getting to the point with like the reading your comments videos, like for my personal ones, I remember. Because I'd see like Sean pump them out. I'd see like Ethan do like a bunch of them. And I was like, oh, what a cool thing to like break up like gameplay videos on the channel and add some variety and like do some like experiment with like new editing stuff. And like show my community like I'm involved. And that's sort of what ended up happening was I just got so goddamn overwhelmed. I got so nervous about like how people were going to perceive me that I like couldn't, I shut down and I couldn't do it. So honestly, live streaming has helped me a ton because obviously it's impossible for me to read every single comment, especially when I want to get my point in and ramble about what I want to ramble about. Like, I'm not going to be paying attention to chat, like, when I'm ranting, like, right now, Exhibit A. And people are here to vibe and sort of expect that a little bit more here on Twitch. So, like, that's helped me get over that fear a little bit more, where it's like, if they have a problem with me not reading every message in chat, that's their fucking issue. That's their brain. I can't control how they react to my actions. That's on them. I can only control what I do here on the camera. I can only provide the type of entertainment I'm capable of providing as a one-man show who does all my own production and everything like that and decides to do what games I do and whatever. So that's helped me with, like, that anxiety side. Like, streaming has been a fucking godsend in that way, like, where I've really enjoyed, like, hanging out and just, like, vibing with people and, like, doing my own thing. And if people are not having a good time, then I'm fucking sorry. This is the show you get today. You can always change the channel. Twitch is a fucking cable subscription with 5,000 fucking channels going at any given time. But, like, if you are having a good time and you just accept the stream for what it is, like, fucking great. Thank you so much for being here. That's dope as hell. That's super neat of you. Bro, read more messages. Duh. What's up, Dan? How you doing? Yo, Megan, you cry. Hello as well. Hello, hello, hello. But yeah, it's really, Twitch especially. I don't know. It's a different culture here on Twitch. Like, even, like, my Twitch friends are so different than, like, the people I know from YouTube who only do YouTube. And that's not, like, shade to YouTubers, but, like, YouTube is a different fucking breed when it comes to, like, public persona and stuff like that. But, like, I've just learned to, like, care a little bit less. Not, like, I don't give a shit about, like, people who watch me, but, like, more of the, like, it's the internet, and people are gonna perceive me how they have already determined to like perceive me. Like they've already made up their mind about me anyway, and so like sometimes something will happen that will be very, very in line with their pre-existing confirmation bias of like, oh yeah, Brian doesn't give a shit about people. He's a dickhead. See that thing he said? Wow, he's always just gonna be like that. What a jerk. Like, no one should support him. Whatever. I'm never gonna support him. And it's like, you weren't going to anyway. You just now wanted to say that about me. Because it makes you feel good, I guess. Which is like, I don't know, maybe get a different hobby. It sounds like that's really exhausting to watch my every move when I'm enjoying my life. But like, and then there's like people who are like here because you like just watching me have fun. But I am someone who I know I can't please everyone, and as a result, I'm never gonna fucking try. I'm me, flaws and all. This is what you get. We vibe out and we have as much fun as we can, and that's that. So yeah. Something I've struggled with for a while is the sort of object permanence of me in other people's lives. Can't comprehend people talking / slinking about me while I'm not around. Dude, start getting used to it. You're getting your own little following here on Twitch. Not little. You have like what? I'm gonna click your name and embarrass you now. Holy shit, you have fucking 4,000 people that follow you here. That's a shit ton of people. 4,000 people, like if you think about the physical number of bodies that is a lot of people. You have 4,000 people who support you and believe in what you do. That's so fucking cool. Get used to it, dude. Get used to it. There are people who are going to be talking about you.
And Ethan Grove has been so great too. When I started following him, he was still the cute little guy with blue hair who was really so smart. Wade, Tyler, etc. And now he's a awesome content creator and a wonderful human being. Following him has been truly amazing to this day.
It's pretty wild. Thank you so much for the bits. It's pretty fucking crazy too. Because I've known him since way before those days too, that you just mentioned. Like a lot of people remember him from when he worked for Mark. A lot of people remember him from like the You're Welcome tour. A lot of them know him from Unis Honest and stuff like that. The fact he's gotten to do any of that is like actually fucking weird. It's so insane because literally back when him and I met, 7 years ago, we would have talks where we were like, man, I hope someday it would be so cool to like play video games with like Sean or Mark someday. That'd be so neat. Like, man, they're doing so much. Did you see they raised $100,000 for charity the other day? That was fucking dope. That's so cool. I hope that we can raise $100,000 for charity someday. That'd be so neat. Like, that was like something like we regularly talked about. And then Mark, pretty much on a whim, picked him out of obscurity to be like one of his editors and like to work for him and like make content with him. And there you go. If you guys want proof of like you don't know what the fuck's gonna happen tomorrow, you might as well like keep pushing through to tomorrow. Like people need to look at something like that where he had no fucking idea that Mark was going to contact him and go, hey, I need to call you about something. And then hired him and like had him move out to LA, a choice that literally changed his life. Like he called me the moment Mark and him hung up and was like, dude, I have to tell you something. And we were like freaked out. We were like, how, what the fuck? Like, holy shit. And I was like, you have to do that. You have to go and do that. That is going to change your life. Guess what? It changed his life in a really big way. Brian, I'm having that moment right now. These creators I've known for years and I'm just recording with them for a few months. I'm like, oh, huh. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I've seen that. That's so cool. I'm really proud of you. I think that's super badass. Corvicated, thanks for the raid. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good one. We're just vibing out with some Power Wash and talking about how weird the world is and how weird it is to be perceived online. Oh, yeah, that's what we were talking about. So, Milo. You gotta start getting used to that now. I'm going to let you know. Because I wasn't ready for it. The very first person who ever recognized me in public outside of a convention sent me for like a fucking like existential loop. I was here in Rochester and I was Christmas shopping for Morgan, and I had gone to a Five Below to get like some dumb like little stocking stuffers, and I was wearing my Twitch hoodie, and I walked up to the cash register and I wasn't like paying attention. I was just like looking down at my wallet to like pull out my card, and the cashier was just like I looked up and he was just sort of like staring at me like with a puzzled look on his face. And he was like I don't know, probably like a 16, 17-year-old kid or something like that. And he was like, "Hey, you stream on Twitch, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's why I'm wearing the hoodie." And he was like, "That's so cool. You make YouTube videos too?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do actually. I do make YouTube videos."
Punch me.
And he was like, "You're Girbeagly, aren't you?" And I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, and at this point, I had met fans at conventions. Like, I'd gone to like a convention, met like 2 fans, not like a ton of fans, but I'd like met some people who knew me. Like, they had bumped into me on the convention floor and be like, "I know you from the internet." And I was like, "Cool." But like that happened, and I like was like, "Yeah," and he was like, "Dude, I watch you on Twitch. I watch you on YouTube." I was like, "No fucking way. That's weird." And I sat down in my car after I like cashed out, and I just sat there quietly. And I was like, "What the fuck happened?" I was like furiously texting Morgan. I was like, "Something weird just happened." And I was just so confused that it had happened. And I was just, it was a very surreal, weird experience. So like, seriously, with your community growing, like, get ready for it. If it hasn't happened already, here I am assuming it hasn't happened. It's probably happened. Siri, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Corvicated. That's so nice, Corvicated. If you are still here, make sure you're saying thanks for the gifted subs, or for the gifted sub and the emotes and the sub badge. Thank you so much for being here. Robin, what's up? I promise I will never recognize you in public. I will actively run the other way if I see you just in case. Well, you do that every time we're at every convention. I'm like, "Hey, Robin," and you're like, "I gotta go." And then I'm like, "Wait, what? But where?" And then you're gone already. And then I go, "Oh, well, it's nice. We'll see you in another 4 years. We'll see you at the next one." And then that's it. And that's all that's ever happened. And we've never exchanged words in public ever. It's never, ever happened in our whole lives. By the way, if you guys have not checked out my friend Robin, please go check out Robin's streams by clicking pixel_pit. Actually, can a mod give Robin a shout out, please? With a shout out command, so it makes it easier. People have less things to click. And then they can just go follow the streams. Siri, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Robin. Robin, you're trapped here now. Now you have to talk to me. Now you have to pretend to be friends with me, which is great. That's how I make most of my friends, is making people trapped here as a subscriber. It's a monetary incentive, and then people just, they're stuck here, and they cannot escape. And it becomes a liminal space where they are always stuck. And that's the way it works. Boobs? Thank you so much, Thierry, for all the gifted subs. That's really nice of you. Forced friendship, right. I mean, is that really the worst, right? No, it is. It is. It's like Stockholm Syndrome then at that point, right? It's like you're stuck here as a prisoner so long that you begin to question if we were always friends, and then you're like, yeah, I guess we're friends. And then, yeah, that's it. That is a pretty bad thing. Yeah. Why was I questioning the ethics behind, like, Stockholm Syndrome? What the fuck? I learned from Beauty and the Beast. I blame Disney. Oh, gosh. I mean, that's the ultimate Disney Stockholm movie, right? Stuck together and then assume you're friends. Isn't that just school? The convenience of proximity that school presents us with regularly. Very true. Very, very true. Why am I up here doing that? I have brainworms. I have something deeply wrong with me, and it's called I'm allowed to be alive. Is Stockholm Syndrome really that bad? Oh my god, if I get canceled for something, there it is. What the fuck? Streamer questions Stockholm Syndrome's ethics? My god. Universally bad thing. Streamer is contrarian on purpose. Becomes Redditor live. Actually, if we look at the human mind and its need for companionship, then actually the person that is holding the other person captive is gaining some positive reinforcement in a good way that is allowing them to become a healthier person. And as a result, that is a net neutral situation.
Hi all.
Jesus.
Happy 1 year. Gerbhart, Gerbhart, Gerbhart.
Yo, J. Ray Green! Happy 1 year. Can we get some pride spam for a year? J. Ray Green, thank you for a full year. Congrats on evolving into a Jolteon. That is fantastic. This just in, guy on internet says that really bad thing actually isn't that bad. Literally every day on Twitch. Every day on Twitch, that's the headline. This is beginning to start to sound like r/nice guys. Like I said, I became a Redditor live, not clickbait. I'm a Redditor now. Listen, I'm a nice guy, so I know what I'm talking about. You know? I'm a nice person. I know exactly what I'm talking about. And it really, people are blowing it out of proportion. Really, what's happening is people are not looking at all the facts. They're only looking at the one side that's been sensationalized. And that side really just, it's meant to make enemies out of people who could become potentially, you know, better people if we just listen to their side as well. Meanwhile, the other side is like, let's punch all puppies. Stop, why are you good at this? Morgan just... Morgan, oh my god, please stop. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yes, look at the... We are getting so much of the dirt off of these bank robbers' homes. It's good. It's actually not that bad if you stick with me. Just give me a chance. I'm nice. Wah, wah. That's a Gerbesh moment. All those new subs. How about you use your Gerbesh emote in the chat? Why did I turn it into like a fucking South Park character? What is wrong with... I'm literally a cartoon character. Someone allowed me to go full time doing this, by the way. This is all of your fucking fault. This number down here, that's your fucking fault. You're the ones who are wrong. I'm just existing. I would be making these stupid jokes and playing this game regardless of if you were here or not, okay? Just probably in my underwear and not online. Okay? But because of you, I learned... Okay, here's the thing. Because of you, I'm allowed to do this as a job and feel like I'm like, okay at this. That's problematic, chat. Really, if anything, you're the issue. You're the one who should really, like, question your decision-making because you allowed me to become this. So, yeah, we're enabling. Exactly, chat. You're enabling. We're toxic enablers? Yeah! It's kind of fucked up, honestly, and I should probably report every single person here. I'm thinking about doing it. After the stream's over, you're probably all getting reported by me. The reason is you've allowed me to become a full-time Twitch streamer / content creator. That's fucked up, dude. That's fucked up, dude. What's up with that, dude? Brian gaslights his chat part 5. Oh, God. Toxic chat, let streamer be a streamer. Yeah, streamer. What the hell? Unbelievable. It's really messed up. And honestly, I wanted to take this moment, guys, because I'm really good at virtue signaling. I want to take this moment to bring some awareness to this. Some of you, I've noticed, have been allowing me to continue to exist and pay bills and rent by being an idiot on the internet. And I, frankly, am not someone who stands for that. If you look at any of my past actions, you will have seen that I am actually very anti me being an idiot on the internet as a full-time living. I think that is a really slippery, problematic slope, you know, that starts to get more dangerous the deeper you go and the longer you let it go on. And the fact that chat has let me do this for years at this point is really troublesome. And I think is a really bad sign of the times, of how things are changing and sort of what we have allowed to become normalized in today's society. And I want to bring awareness to this because it really, the onus, the responsibility falls on you, chat, to put a stop to this.
Thanks to @Max_Woody for my sub gift. Happy to be here.
What was I just talking about? Thank you, Real Marab, for continuing your gifted sub from Max Woody. I didn't want to have to make this video. How many fake apologies have I, like non-apologies have I made on this channel since the dawn of time when I started? I've made so many fucking fake apologies on this channel. like at least 20. Like, not even a joke. Like, that bit died as, like, a funny bit, like, years ago. And I still fucking default to that joke regularly. Like, I don't know why. That's, like, my go-to, like, that's my comfort joke. That's the joke I go to, where I'm like, I have to make a fake apology about a non-issue. maybe the 3 people who weren't here for that stream will laugh at it. And then everyone else will just roll their eyes and go, why do I watch this? There's so many channels streaming right now that are not this. Why am I watching this one? Well, I'm too lazy to change the channel. That's kind of it. Alicia Rose, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Nice to have you here. Personally, we need to normalize the problematic gatekeeping of the industry plants, gaslighting our classist god complexes, and our internalized hyperfixation on commentary trauma. Oh my god. Wait, oh, I just realized. Okay. Here's something problematic I did. I forgot that I was fucking around, and I put this on 144 frames, which is what my monitor is. And this is, I'm streaming at 60. So was it looking janky? It was kind of like looking janky, right? When it was on 144 on the stream? I can't really tell. Is there a fucking difference at all? Didn't notice anything, actually? What, am I the insane person? The stream's gotta be perfect! If this isn't a perfect stream, then I'm just gonna quit here and now. It looks fine to me? Okay. I mean, hey guys, the stream is in 144 frames. 4K quality, VR if you got the goggles for it. Because I've owned my VR headset for like forever at this point, and I have not done a VR stream yet. What's wrong with me? We gotta do a VR stream at some point. It's gonna be so chaotic and terrible. I'm gonna throw up everywhere. That's what's gonna happen. I didn't notice, but I'm also not wearing my glasses. Well, what good are you then? It's in your contract that you wear your glasses every stream. So hard to find reliable help these days. All right, I know that was me doing like a bad villain impression, but like I actually felt bad doing that. I'm sorry, Milo. like genuinely felt bad doing that. This is what the issue is gonna be. So I talked about this, right? Like I talked about this in a couple streams ago. Like I really want to become like a much more prominent voice actor. For those who don't know, I do have a really big major role in a very big upcoming indie title called Boyfriend Dungeon, which is a roguelike adventure action game with dating sim elements where I play one of the dateable characters, one of the main storylines you can play as. I'm Seven, the K-pop idol. The twist is that your dates can turn into the weapons you use in the dungeon segments where you fight enemies, like in sort of like a hack and slash Zelda style game. And the more dates you go on with your weapon, the more powerful they become. So I am one of the main voices in that upcoming game, which is really exciting. But I want to get on more stuff. I was talking about this. I want to be a villain in something. I want to be the bad guy. I want to try out, a role as a bad guy at some point. But I feel like the big thing is I will be really bad at like being mean. Like maybe if I'm just reading a script, maybe not. If I'm not talking to a real person. But I also want to like make it believable. So like I have to imagine I'm talking to a real person, and that's like how you voice act. But if I would probably like laugh a lot or like feel bad about things I said. Thank you, Az, for the bits, by the way. The stream is perfect. I swear it is. Absolutely perfect. Don't worry. You don't have to stop. Perfect. Brian's a bad guy. Duh. Brian is just living their K-pop idol dream via a video game character. It's true. I mean, I'm really happy, like, working with this dev studio, Kit Fox Games, was a dream come true because they're incredibly inclusive. I talked about this before, but they worked with, like, an inclusivity specialist to help them with, like, LGBTQ plus themes in the game. And again, you can play as, like, a non-binary character. You can play as, like, a trans character. You can play as a cis straight character if you want. You can be in polygamous relationships. You can be ace and not be in a relationship with anyone if you want, without being penalized for it. You might say I bear a slight resemblance to Floozy McGee, but she was much younger than I am now and such a happy soul. I don't know what the fuck that means. Why did you interrupt my commentary? Do you know who the fuck I am? I'm previously popular YouTuber turned only mildly popular streamer Girbeagly. Are you fucking serious right now? I can't do it. I can't do it. Koya, what's up? Welcome to the stream. What game were you talking about? I zoned out and didn't hear the name. Well, if you zoned out, you missed your opportunity. You'll never hear about it again. No. There's a game coming out called Boyfriend Dungeon. It's going to be on Steam and Nintendo Switch, and it's most likely releasing very, very soon. So you'll be able to check it out, and we're going to be playing it here on stream, and we are going to be dating me. I'm going to date myself, and it's going to be so goddamn awkward, and I'm going to hate every moment of it, but we're gonna do it because it's content for the internet gods. I turned into Sam the Eagle from the Muppets there for like a very brief moment. Ah, good lord. My god, my girlfriend has memed the shit out of that game, but it's really inclusive. Your girlfriend should probably do some fucking research. Break up with her now. Jeez, I can't. I'm trying to be like method acting a bad guy. I can't do it. Shit. Yeah, no, the game is incredible. Seriously, it's made by a very inclusive team. Racially, identity-wise, sexuality-wise, very LGBTQ plus friendly. You can literally make a character that is non-binary. You can make a character that's gay. You can make a character that's straight. You can make a character that's poly. You can make a character that is ace. None of those choices are penalized in any kind of way, nor do they have any sort of like weird sort of like stigmatization in the game because, again, it comes from a team. Like, I voice a Korean character. Like, as a Korean, I'm voicing a Korean character, which is awesome. Really, really cool. And I didn't have to, like, do some, like, cheesy, like, fake Asian accent for it or something. I literally am just me. I got to talk as just a regular person. Like, it's a character that happens to be Korean. And that's cool. That's, like, a really cool thing to do. And then there's, like, a non-binary character you can date. There is, like I said, an ace route that you can go without any penalty in-game, by the way. It is a fantastic game made by really, really good people who are very, very concerned about inclusivity, not because it's like, oh, it's the right... It's not even like a, oh, it's the right thing to do thing. It's not even like a, oh, this is like an easy thing to pander with thing, for sure. But it's not even like a, oh, it's the right thing to do thing. It's because it comes from a team that's very inclusive. It comes from a team from a huge number of different backgrounds, giant differences in walks of life. And you see that in the writing in the game. You see that in the gameplay. It's really, really cool. It's like absolutely fucking cool. So it's my favorite kind of representation. I want more games that have characters that are just casually the way they are instead of focusing hard on those aspects. Right. So it's like one of those, like things where, I mentioned that about, Erika Ishii, who is like one of my favorite voice actors. She got a role recently in Apex Legends that is, Japanese. Like, they're Japanese, and so they got to voice a Japanese character. And the character isn't, like, overtly Japanese. Like, you see it in her appearance, and in, like, some of the lore animation, like, you see, you know, like, some allusions to her heritage. But she's, like... one of those characters where she just is who she is, and she happens to be Japanese. It is not the defining trait of her. Like, it's there, and it's representation just because she is who she is, but it's not like her whole character was written around just that aspect about her. Like, that is one of the things that drives me fucking insane about gaming, writing, movies, TV, is when they're like, well, yeah, you know what? We do need more representation. Let's add this LGBTQ plus character, and let's have them not have a real personality outside of just being gay. They're only going to talk about being gay. They're going to make references from no matter what the topic is that their friends are talking about, they're going to bring it back to them being gay. They're going to only have, like, stakes in the show. They're going to have, like, some sort of plight, some sort of, like, struggle because that deals with their gayness specifically, and only that. They're not going to have other storylines that are, like, regular, everyday things that happen to them. We're only going to focus on this aspect of them. And that dehumanizes, to me, that waters down what it means to be a person who has a specific gender or sexual identity or racial identity, because you're now defining them by that thing versus defining them as a person first who happens to also be that thing. And that aspect of them can be important to them, can exist, can be very prominent on the screen or in the writing or whatever it is, but it should not be the only thing that causes them to have an existence in whatever universe you've put them in. And that's something that is... it seems maybe nuanced to some people who are not, like, familiar with this type of, like, you know, inclusivity and intersectionality, but it is a very glaring difference to those of us who are parts of these spectrums. So, yeah. I wanted to make a game for a while, and I have a list of stuff I can do to be like, hey, this character is trans, without having some kind of sob story or tragic shit happening to them. Right! Yeah, that's the whole thing, is, like, it shouldn't be, like, their only motivation. It shouldn't be their only backstory or, like, defining event. It should just be another aspect of them. And that doesn't mean that those stories aren't important to tell as well, because obviously those are real-world issues. and experiences, but it shouldn't be only that all the time, always. Like, that's the thing that drives me nuts, is, like, we're in this, like, media age where, like, those types of themes are, like, so ham-fisted. They're just, like, added just to be added. But it's very clear that, like, whoever wrote that character... You know, it's like the meme on TikTok right now of, like, men writing women, men writing trans women, men writing, you know, gay man, like, stuff like that. Like, that joke that's going on TikTok right now, like, it's very much that energy in media right now, where it's just like, well, the kids want inclusivity, so here's their gay character. We don't actually have a gay writer on the team, so we're just gonna have one of our writers who had a gay roommate in college write them, and good luck. That should make them happy. And it's like that. It's just, like, really weird to see that in media so prominently, when you can just hire someone who knows and can represent that. Just very, very fucking weird. Writing a whole character around one aspect is so bad, like the Q-Force thing on Netflix. Tragic. I actually haven't... I don't know anything about it, besides there was a lot of people who were very critical of Q-Force, but I don't know anything about it. Gay character TM, yeah. Yeah, totally. I think a bit of it is always good to have stories to tell to explain injustice, but I also want to create a universe where the concept of needing to shout equality isn't even needed. They just freely exist in that universe. Right, especially if you're making a fictionalized universe. Like, you are free as, like, a writer or, like, a game maker or whatever to create a place where, like, you know, being gay or trans or whatever is as normalized as, like, having brown eyes or having freckles or something. And is an aspect that's, like, you know, obvious and prominent about that person, but isn't something that, like, is their only, like, defining characteristic. That they are an actual person with depth beyond, like, the one aspect of themselves. I think that's, like, a really important thing. And that's where, like, true normalization comes from, in my opinion. Is, like, yes, we live in an unjust world right now. Yes, there's, like, all these shitty fucking horrible things constantly happening to people who are marginalized. For instance, fucking, and that are, like, so normalized. Like, Morgan and I were at the fucking beach yesterday, and we just walked by a group of people, and a dude just used a fucking anti-Asian slur. Just popped out, and everyone in his group just laughed about it. And it was one of those things where I didn't say anything because it wasn't worth my time. But it just happened. It was just a normal thing, and they were all like laughing about it. But that's been my whole fucking life. That is it. But do I want someone, if someone were to, like, make a biopic about me, do I want someone to be like, the only thing my character ever talks about is, like, I'm so Korean and racists are bad, and man, oh man, I hate racists, and boy, oh boy, do I like being Korean. Oh man, I had some Korean food the other day, and then I watched a K-drama. Like, no, that's fucking annoying as fuck. Don't do that. By the way, if anyone makes a biopic, give me a fucking cut of those royalties. You gotta, because you're using my likeness and shit. But, like, it was one of those things where, like, that's the way that, like, we normalize this stuff, where it's not as big. Like, are we always going to be proud when someone comes out? Absolutely. And I think we should continue to do so, because that takes a lot of strength and courage, especially in today's world. Or if someone deals with, like, racial injustice or something like that, are we going to back the causes that fight against social injustice? Absolutely. I'm not saying that we stop doing those things, because that is the necessary legwork. That's the hard work we have to put in as a society right now. But the thing is like, putting normalized characters where it's that aspect of them is not, like, the biggest deal, and everyone just treats them like a person in whatever, like, work of fiction it is. That's how we normalize it for future generations, where it's just, oh, that person's gay? Whatever. Cool. That's awesome. Whatever. Who cares? Man, I love loving men and penis. I am homosexual. The writer did not give me a personality. Slay queen. Yeah, that is how those like characters are written. It's really sad. They're caricatures. They're not real characters then. I'm so sorry to hear that, Brent. Oh, it was one of those things where like Morgan got more mad than I did because I've heard those words my entire life. I've had those flung at me from the age of 5 to now. Regularly in my life, and it's one of those things, like, we have internet trolls that like come in and try to say that shit. Like, it's one of those things. It sucks that it exists. I'm more sad for like the younger generation that will have to like go through that ordeal, but I've already been through it so much that it's like, when you're a POC, like when you're someone who's a BIPOC person, especially here in America, you kind of, it sucks to say, but you really do just like, am I seriously falling? I have the pause menu up. It fucking sucks to say, but you get really used to it. Because, you know, you can't hide that you are a different race. Like, yeah, there's people who are white passing, you know, who are mixed or whatever. Not necessarily talking about them. Some of them, they have very unique struggles of their own. But, like, when you're someone who looks like me, I cannot hide this. I cannot, like, look different than I do, really. I'm very obviously Asian. I'm immediately identifiable as Asian. So people who only stoop to the level of insulting my physical appearance, or using, I shouldn't even say insulting my physical appearance, using racial slurs as if they would insult how I look, or insult where people think I am from. You learn that those types of words, as hurtful as they can be to some people and as much weight as they still carry societally, don't actually fucking have power. And that doesn't mean people should say them. But if I let every fucking racist online over the past 8 years I've been making content on the internet, longer than that at this point, like put me into some traumatic tailspin, I would get fucking nothing done in my life. My options are I either ignore it and I surround myself with the people I want to surround myself with, the good people that I've built a community out of, or I push back and I stand up for myself, depending on the situation and depending on how much effort and energy I have chosen to put into that moment and that situation. That's where I'm at in my life. And granted, I'm 35. I'm old as fuck, and I've had to deal with this for literally 3 decades of my life at this point. But that is kind of the way it is. When I was having this talk with one of my friends who is BIPOC, literally like 2 weeks ago, about you just kind of have to, you get used to it, not like in the way of like, oh, you get allergies every spring, you get used to that. No, it's more of like, well, it kind of is. Now I think about it, it's an annoyance that you know is going to happen. And you can either let that like absolutely devastate you to the point of inaction, but what's the fucking point of that? Or you can kick as much ass as you possibly can, find the good people out there who are willing to stand by you and accept you for who you are, and just fucking make the best of whatever it is that you can, and hope that there's a better future out there for people younger than you. Also, I just noticed there's like screen flickering. Oh, is that what's... All right, I think that's what's happening because of there's my ADHD. I think because I put it in... No, it's still flickering at 60. Huh, that must be a coding issue. I'm keeping it on 144. It's nice on my eyeballs. There we go. It's fine. Whatever. After the attack on the Asian woman, whenever I went to Walmart, I feared for my life, to be honest. We went to the dollar store to look for Pokemon cards. This one guy just stared the whole time. It was creepy as fuck. Yeah, I've had similar experiences as well. Like, the attacks on, like, Asian people in the U.S. right now are definitely still a very real issue that the media just sort of, like, picked up for 2 days and then didn't give a shit about anymore. But what else is fucking new? But it's one of those things, like, again, I could be scared about that. Like, sure, I'm going to be wary. I'm going to be vigilant. I'm going to be, like, sure that I'm safe when I go out and stuff. But I'm not letting that, like, destroy my, like, ability to function. Once you've done that, then really terrible, like, hate-monger, fear-mongering people, then they've won. And that's not okay. But, yeah, I was talking to, like I said, another friend about this kind of thing the other day, and he's someone who is black, so he has obviously had a very different experience than me in the U.S., and has a very different type of loaded history here. But just one of those things. You sort of there's almost like what we were talking about with, like, Bo Burnham's Inside, like, dealing with, like, depression and shit the other day. It's weird, but it's nice to know you're not going through it alone, right? Like, that's the thing that, like, it's like, I have this really good friend who's also going through this shit, because we're, like, in a post-former guy era right now. Like, the former guy really fucking, like, drew some, like, pretty gnarly, disgusting, bad battle lines. And, like, normalized a lot of really shitty behavior here in the U.S., and as much as it fucking sucks we're both going through it, we were both like, you know what? At least we're going through it together. At least we have each other to, like, sort of understand what's happening in each other's lives. So, yeah. There's a line between being aware of it and careful and letting those assholes ruin your whole life. Not judging anyone, of course. Yeah, and obviously, like, anxiety and stuff exists in different capacities for people. Like, some people live in more dangerous neighborhoods or something like that, where, like, maybe you're more prone to those types of, you know, mindsets and attacks and whatnot. But at the same time, you do have to adapt. And it blows that any of us do, but you do. Like, if I let that kind of shit ruin my life, I would have refused to go to school after I was, like, 6 years old. Like, I've told this story before of, like, when I was 6 years old, like, that was the first time someone ever called me, like, a racial slur. And, like, 3 fifth graders beat the shit out of me. And I was literally a 6-year-old. So, like, if I had let my journey stop then, I'd be a very, very different person right now. I'd be very, very different. Instead, I'd rather, like, raise awareness about this type of shit. We just don't go to that dollar store anymore. So, Matt, I had a very similar thing happen to me where a guy at a Target was being, like, a really fucked up jerk to me and trying to, like, fight me. And Morgan and I just do not go to that Target anymore. So, yeah, it's right. That's part of being vigilant. That's part of being safe. That's part of making adaptation without letting it completely undermine you as a person. But, like, me as, like, for the most part, like, I live a very comfortable life. Again, thank you to this fucking community for giving me that liberty by supporting the things I've done over the years and this job that I do. While I have the life that I have and the happiness and support and safety that I have and the kindness and the generosity and the platform that comes with all of that, I'd rather bring awareness to this kind of thing. I'd rather have these honest talks about it. I'd rather let people know that they're not alone. I'd rather support people and let them know that there are people out there fighting for change and wanting things to be different and believing in you, you know? Like, you're doing what's best for you. That's, like, fucking important. That's really good. Again, you doing your best is the best thing. You are doing your best. Yeah, I know the people here in this community aren't those fucking assholes who are casually throwing around those words and stuff. I know you guys are all out there doing your part. Being kind. Calling out bullshit when you see it. some of you aren't doing that specific set of actions, and that's okay. But I know that you have your own ways of being kind and being accepting and helping raise awareness and supporting people. You might not necessarily have to call someone out directly. You might have found a different way that like fits your own social anxieties and environment and everything like that in a safe way for you. And for that, I thank you. Like, thank you so much. Going to San Francisco this summer was really cool because it was the first time I felt safe enough to use the men's bathroom consistently instead of surveying the area to see if I should just use the women's. Yo, Milo, I'm fucking so happy for you about that. That is... Yeah, West Coast is a different fucking energy for sure. West Coast is so different in that aspect for sure. The fact you got to do that, dude, like I know, like to some of you, you might not like understand the significance of that, but like that is like I've known Milo for so many years at this point that like, knowing that he's taking that step as a trans man and has had that liberty, that makes me unbelievably happy. I'm so fucking happy for you, dude. That is really cool. I'm so happy you got to do that. I have neighbors who are racist and homophobic. Yeah, we do too. I told them off so good they apologized. They still call my kid. Oh, God. Yeah, that's not good at all. The last part, that's the part that if they apologize, maybe that's the first thing they remove. But at least maybe you got through to them in some way. That's pretty fucking... That last part is yucky. Especially to a kid. Again, like what I was talking about earlier, the thing is like those words don't bother me as much. Like I'll call people out on their dumbass bullshit, especially because I have the platform to do it on. But like knowing that like someone might call me a racial slur, and then like one of my young Asian followers might see that, and that might like bum them out, like that annoys me so much goddamn more than people going at me with that type of dog shit. That's the type of thing that makes me so much more livid, that like a kid is subjected to that ever. There's nothing quite like telling your uncle to go fuck himself the day before Thanksgiving over Michael Brown's murder. Damn. At least you took a stand on that. That's, I mean, holy shit though. I'm someone who also has an uncle in my family who is just not an evolved human being. So I'm sorry that you also had to deal with that. I feel like that like stereotype of like the unevolved uncle, unfortunately, like exists for a lot of people out there. You got through to their kid? Well, that's at least, okay, so you're planting the seeds for the future generation then. Kids don't have the liberty sometimes of being able to call people out. I'm sorry that's happening to you guys. Yeah, that's such a bummer. Kids are innocent. They haven't gotten to experience the world yet. They should not be subjected to that kind of shit, and that pisses me off that people attack kids in that way. Like even like gatekeepy shit, like weird shit. Like I see that stuff on the internet all the time, where people like Morgan and I were talking about this literally earlier today about like the number of people who like shit on Fortnite, right? Like right now, like Fortnite, like is one of those games that, you know, massively popular, regardless of what you think of the gameplay itself, is a game that is unique in its own right. Like, there is no other game out there where you can have Ariana Grande use a sniper rifle to shoot Thanos in the head. There's no other video game in the entire world where pop sensation Ariana Grande loads up a bolt-action sniper rifle and pops Thanos. No other video game in the world will allow you to do that. It is out-fucking-rageous. But because it's popular and a majority of the player base tends to be younger, people are just fine with shitting on kids. They don't like 90% of the time it goes from let's make fun of this game or let's have valid criticisms about this game, which is fine, it's just a piece of media, whatever, to making fun of its player base, making fun of the types of kids who play it. Oh, they're so cringe, whatever. No, they're fucking kids, dude. Like, when I was kids, I was playing in my room with stuffed animals and making them have, like, Dragon Ball Z fights. That's the most cringe shit in the fucking world. We all did something weird like that when we were kids. Kids are cringe. That's fine. They're allowed to be. They're kids. They're having fun in their own way, dude. And it's just so weird. Yeah, exactly, Milo. Like, the internet's so comfortable with hating on children. And children are innocent, and they're just doing their own shit, dude. Like, leave them alone. It's so bizarre. I just think people should be allowed to enjoy things whether I like that thing or not. Right, that's a good mentality to have. And, like, that's the thing. Adults will always get into fucking arguments because, especially the internet, has allowed people to feel like they're fucking more important than they are sometimes. But, like, when it's a child, like, seriously, like, leave kids alone. Don't be a dick to kids. Like, if you were a kid on the playground and you were, like, playing with an action figure and a fucking full-grown, like, 38-year-old walked up to you and slapped your Transformer toy out of your hand and stomped on it and said, Transformers is stupid, it was better in my generation. It didn't have these dumb voices and the gay agenda added to it. They're fucking robots. That guy goes to jail. But on the internet, I don't know. Like, that's the part of it that drives me wild is, go after me all you fucking want. I don't give a shit. I'm a goddamn weirdo on the internet. Sure. It does not matter what your opinion of me is on the internet because I am probably that thing. But don't fucking go after children. Don't do that. That's fucking weird. You're a goddamn weirdo if you do that. Group of family members attacked my cousin for being a black non-binary person. My cousin broke down, so I walked 5 blocks with her in the rain to the dollar store to get snacks and talk. Koya, I'm so sorry that happened to your cousin. That's really shitty, especially since it came from family. But I'm really glad you were there. That probably meant so much to your cousin. Like, genuinely, that probably meant so much to your cousin. People have no idea how genuinely harmful cringe culture online is. I still have problems opening up about stuff I enjoy because of it. I'm well beyond that point. I don't give a shit if people don't like what I like. Because that's the thing. It's not everyone... I think that's part of the beauty of the internet is not everyone likes the same thing. So I have the opportunity to learn about things like other people like. But it's just like the unnecessary hatred that like goes beyond like just like poking fun at something or like making like a meme about something. So many people like go from it being like harmless jest to like personally attacking. And I think that's like super shitty. And it's like you said, like you're obviously like a lot younger than me. So like the fact that that's affected you in that way where you feel way too vulnerable to like open up about that kind of thing, that makes me super fucking sad. Because to me, you're a kid. Like, you're so much younger than me. Like, I mean, I'm at the point, I'm such a fucking boomer that, like, people in their 20s are kids to me. So, like, that's just the way that I feel. Because I remember being in my 20s and I was a goddamn motherfucking idiot all the time. I had kid brain still. So, like, and that's not saying there's not, like, mature 20-something-year-olds out there. And so there's definitely 20-something-year-olds out there who have figured out way more about life than I fucking ever will. But at the end of the day, your 20s are for kind of fucking up and, like, figuring things out a little bit better, like, inch by inch. So when I hear about someone doing something stupid and I'm like, oh, they're 20. Yeah, they're old enough that they, like, probably should have known better, but they're 20. I'm like, I hope they have time to fix themselves. That's always, like, my hope. But, like, what the fuck was the point I was making? I don't even know. Oh, yeah, about, like, cringe culture shit. Like, knowing that, like, there's a younger generation now that's, like, afraid to share their interests because they're afraid someone's gonna, like, try to gatekeep or cyberbully them over it. That makes me really sad, especially if it's something harmless like media. You know? As long as you're not letting, like, media take over your entire life and, again, like we're talking about, becoming your only, quote-unquote, interesting personality trait is that, like, you know, like, the lore of something, and even when people are like, hey, can we talk about something else, you, like, still refuse to stop jawing at them about it, like, then maybe you gotta, like, look into your boundary issues a little bit. But if you're like, hey, I really actually am a huge fan of Teen Wolf. I thought Teen Wolf was really fun. I thought it was a fun show. It had, you know, it wasn't the best acting, wasn't the best writing, but it had some, like, fun characters and, like, interesting storylines. And someone comes out of their fucking weird troll cave and is like, oh, Teen Wolf? Oh, you're a fucking loser. Like, no, they don't have the right to do that. Like, they're going to. You can't stop them from doing that, but also, fuck them. They're a dickhead. I've always wanted to have the fuck you, I enjoy things mindset, but it's rough when it comes from close friends, you know. Oh, that is too bad. I really do hope that, you know, they start to loosen up and soften up over time. My brother-in-law does that to his own kid. He gives her shit for the types of games she likes and claims he's just joking with her. Okay, but even if it was, she's not going to understand that, especially since she's autistic. Oh, no, yeah, especially if young neurodivergent people especially, you know, like, you have such a huge impact because someone might be like, well, I'm just joking. Like, it's obvious sarcasm. But, like, that can leave an impression on, like, a really young, like, neurodivergent kid, which is, like, really sad. Like, that's a bummer to hear that is something that's going on in your brother-in-law's family. I have better friends now. Don't worry. Hell yeah. I hope that they help you start feeling, like, more confident in yourself and everything and the things that you like. So, yeah. I hope that is something that, like, continues to be a healthy type of relationship that will allow you to continue to grow and, like, feel better and better and better about. Like, that's awesome to hear that you have really good friends. Honestly, like, again, you're rolling in some high places recently, dude. All right. Hexenjäger said, Hansel looks nothing like Rocky McGee. Hansel has a huge beard, long unruly hair, and defeated eyes. Okay. Well, Rocky was young, clean-shaven, handsome, with such spirit. So we are literally watching the House of a Bank robbing duo. We're pretending to be fairy tale characters. Great. It's obviously sarcasm is the most painful sentence purely because it's like, I would have picked up on it if it was obvious. Yeah, there's definitely, like, there are those moments where all you have to do, if someone's like, I don't get the joke, even if you're like, well, it's like, I talked about an alien saucer came down and an alien came out and slapped me 3 times in the face and then shit on my lawn and said that Big Bang Theory was actually good, and someone thinks that's serious, literally all you have to do is just either say, hey, no, this was a joke. Or just fucking don't open your dumb mouth. Like, don't fucking say anything shitty to that person. It is 100% free not to be a dickhead to someone else. It's 100% free not to be an absolute asshole for no reason to someone who's being, like, open and honest and direct. It is so fucking easy not to do that. Don't be a shitter. As a former president of high school anime club, take it from me. There's nothing cringe about being happy. Hell yeah. As long as they weren't being rude or disruptive about it, we encourage them to like whatever they want and share it with us. Right. Like we talk about all the time here. One of the big philosophies is if it doesn't hurt someone else and it doesn't hurt you and you are getting genuine joy from something, if it's not making someone else uncomfortable or invading someone else's boundaries, and it's not like a harmful, disruptive, addictive behavior, and you are, like, genuinely fucking getting happiness, then no one has the right to be a shithead to you about it. So, here's something, chat. Next time I make a tier list, maybe shut the fuck... I'm kidding. This has all been a big campaign so that you all believe in my tier list and agree with me. We're making it an echo chamber here. Oh god, can you imagine if that was like my villain origin story was, yes, I've got them right where I want them emotionally. Oh boy. I am fucking toxic as hell. How are we only 63% done with this house? I feel like I've been watching it, but how long have we been watching this? I guess it's only been an hour and a half. It feels like, you know what's funny is like, if I was like, let's talk about fidget spinners, and we had like a 3-hour conversation about fidget spinners, it would feel like it took like 15 minutes to me. But because like we're talking about like serious things, that felt like it took 8 hours. I do hope that people like appreciate every now and then we mix in something a little bit more serious and like maybe a little bit heavier, maybe like it's got a little bit more weight and oomph to it, maybe makes people a little bit more uncomfortable, which is natural and fine. Just though, like, again, it is one of those things, like, as someone, I've been thinking about this a lot, like, as someone who has been lucky enough to, like, do this as, like, a thing I like doing and, like, has gained some form of an audience, I like to occasionally use this time to, like, you know, talk about stuff like that. I want people to know that they're not alone in their thoughts. I want people to know that, like, there are people trying, genuinely trying out there to be better and educate and raise awareness, and I want people to have a voice here, and I hope that's something that's all right, you know? Serious talks are great. I love them. I'm super happy. I'm genuinely happy. Like, I feel like this game, especially for whatever reason, it hits a very specific, like brain tick for me. Because, like, for those of you who don't know, like, I have really bad ADHD, so I have a lot of tics and, like, fidgets and shit like that. And, like, I'm constantly doing, like, 50 things at once, even when I don't want to. My brain is, like, right now, I literally just thought about the KFC I ate earlier while I was in the middle of the sentence. Like, stuff like that, or, like, my fingers will be, like, tapping on something or whatever. This game is sort of like an endless fidget spinner for me, or fidget cube or something, where it's giving me like sort of that tactile stimulation and visual stimulation that I really like. And it allows me to like talk for a long time, as you guys know, and ramble about a number of different issues. And sometimes it's stuff I've always like really wanted to talk about and I can finally sort of focus on in some kind of way. So thank you so much for like being here to be a part of that. Like, that's something that's, like, really cool and special to me. Mixing in serious conversations definitely makes this community feel more well-rounded and not so surface level, at least to me. I'm really happy to hear that. Like, listen, I might be an internet idiot most of the time, but like I was talking about earlier, I don't want that to be my only defining trait. All right? I have depth, too. I have character development, too. Give me internet cookies for that. Give me the internet pats on the back for that. Give me all the internet points. Hearing someone has been through similar things is comforting. Yeah, I mean, again, it is one of those things where, like, I've lived a fucking weird life. Like, I've lived through some, like, weird shit in my life. And by no means do I think everyone, like, will care or relate to what I've gone through. But at the very least, if you can pick something out from, like, what I talk about in these streams and you can relate it to something going on with yourself, I hope that does help sort of, like, mute or diminish or mitigate the feelings of loneliness a lot of us feel sometimes. Like, you are not alone. You're genuinely not alone. Whatever crisis you're dealing with right now has generated some sort of feelings of pain, of loneliness, of loss, of heartbreak, of confusion. And it's very easy in those moments to be like, no one else in the entire history of the world has ever been through what I've gone through. And maybe not your specific situation, But I fucking guarantee someone has at least felt something similar. And to know that you're not alone in that moment, that other people have like felt that at some point and survived it, gotten through to the other side, no matter how hard it might have been. I think there's a lot of power in that. I think there's a lot of importance in that idea that is a good reminder. I mess with my pop socket and phone case so much. Part of the reason I haven't added a pop socket to this phone yet is for that reason. I messed with the pop socket that I had on my old phone so much that I broke the base of it. Like, I wore it all the way through. So, I get that struggle for sure. I'm someone who, for those of you who came here during the streams, like the early days of me going full-time, years and years ago, I used to have fidget spinners, like a ton of them on my desk. People were sending them to my P.O. box, like fidget spinners and fidget cubes, because I always had to have something to play with while I was streaming, because my computer wasn't really good enough to play that many games on it and stream at the same time. So that's why this community has like such a big like just chatting sort of backbone to the content, is I had to do those as like a way of surviving Twitch. While I would stream, I would be playing with like a fidget cube or whatever the whole time. I remember, yeah, I know you do. Just realized that Final Fantasy XIV is subscription-based. I love it, but maybe I will have to wait until I earn more to invest in it. Ruby, I will let you know this much about it. I know this is going to sound like the fucking Final Fantasy XIV meme of like, you get this much for free. The amount of content you get in Final Fantasy XIV, yes, it's subscription-based if you progress past a certain point in the game. The amount you can unlock in the game, the amount of expansion packs you can play in the game, the amount of free content you can unlock in that game without spending a single cent is literally like hundreds of hours of game before you have to spend a single cent. So if you do want to get into it, you can play through pretty much as much of the game as you're going to want to without paying a penny. So feel free to like continue to invest in it. Because that's how I started. I started as a free-to-play player. Jack is on my desk right now, so if I send a key smash, it's him sitting his big butt on my keyboard. The good old fidget spinner days. Didn't you break like half of them? No, I haven't broken any of them. I've dropped all of them. Very comforting, thank you. Yeah, you're like so far away. I guarantee you're so far away from the level cap. I guarantee that you're so far away from like the content cap. There's so much that you can play in that game for free. Still love my fidget spinner. They're fun, honestly. Like, I don't mind them. Thank you, by the way, Az, for the bits. Brian, I need your help. Can you tell me to stop fidgeting with my Zippo lighter in a stern dad voice? I burned my fingers 3 times in a row. That's definitely not enough to make me stop, and I'm perfectly capable of setting my office on fire. As your father, I believe we had this talk before. And I want you to know, Az, that I'm not disappointed in you or anything like that, but I just want what's best for you. I really hope that you reconsider how much you're flicking the Zippo lighter, because as fun as those are to flick, and I like that really, really nice, satisfying cling sound when you close the lid. That's so fun. It's a really cool snap. I get it. Right now, in your current environment, what you're surrounded by, it's very flammable. And you got to think of it this way. If you light all that on fire, you won't be able to play with the Zippo anymore. I used to have a Zippo lighter, and not because I used it for anything. I literally never used it to like actually light anything on fire. I used it for the exact same thing. I thought it looked cool. I thought it sounded cool, and I fucking loved like that sound of like the click of the top. Those of you who have ever held a Zippo and gotten to flick it shut, and it goes, and it goes, like the metal on metal. Oh my god, it's so fun. No, I'm making a bad point. I'm undoing everything I just did. No, put it away. Put it away. Put it away. Shit. I role played for a moment here on the chat or on the stream and then undid everything that fake dad said. God damn it. That was oddly convincing. Was it? It's just what I want my own dad to tell me. I just noticed what time it was, by the way. So I'm just going to give you guys a heads up. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be streaming tonight, but I'm enjoying myself. I'm having fun. I hope other people are as well. I hope to at least get this and a car done maybe tonight. I think that'd be fun. I think that would be a good variety of power washing things to do. I got one that was empty from the start. It felt cool and heavy and flicky, so I got... Oh, yeah, that's actually smart. Have an empty one? The logic's been ruined. Well done. I stopped, and I just remembered that I have an unfueled one. Anyways, yeah, use that one instead. At least 4? What do you mean, at least 4? What do you mean, at least 4? Are you talking about you've had 4 Zippos? Lav, the idea of you around any sort of open flame is horrifying to me. Because everything that, you know, anytime I say anything like that, sounds like a meme, but then I know you, like, push the boundaries and actually do the things. And then I go, oh my god.
Punch me in the boob.
Caspog! That is pretty pog, Caspog. Thank you very much for the 17! That's really nice of you. Thank you for 17 months as a sub. Lav was saying at least 4 to when you'd stop streaming. That's never gonna happen. I'm never gonna stream till 4 a.m. Dude, I watch some streamers that stream until that long, though. And, like, beyond. Like, Sneaky, those of you guys who know the League of Legends player Sneaky, who is now, like, a streamer variety god, he regularly starts stream at, like, fucking, like, 1:30 a.m. Eastern time. I'm pretty sure he's West Coast, so, like, there it's, like, one of my streams, it would be, like, 10:30 at night for him or whatever. But, like, that's still weird. Like, that's still really late. Because you have to take into account, like, East Coast people at that point. I don't know. Maybe his entire fucking audience is West Coast and me. I know how to kindle a fire. Everyone better run. I'm actually... That is a threat. And I will report you very soon. The reasoning for the report will literally be... Lav knows how to start fire. Oh my god. So this map isn't even that hard to clean. Like, there's nothing that's, like, really, really stuck on here. It's just, like, standing on the rooftops and then, like, occasionally starting to slip down and having to readjust the positioning. That's what gets in the way on this one. That's what makes it hard. That's what gives it the challenge. I'm not supposed to have any toy-like fidgets in my classroom because the district is a bad time with the fidget spinners. Anyone have any suggestions on what I should get instead? I used to keep a smooth stone in my pocket. So one of the things that I did before fidget spinners existed was I would either, like, find one, like, at a beach, like a pebble that had been, like, water-worn down to, like, be kind of smooth. Or, and I'd normally get one that was, like, about the size of just, like, the center of the palm of my hand. Standing on the roof like a wild man, absolutely. That would be hilarious if you just saw someone standing on the roof just, like, slipping, and just, but spraying, still doing their job. Or you can, like, buy, like, you know, like a marble or something. Rocky would never run away from the law and hide out in a dank cottage for years claiming to be a baker or something. I don't really care that much about the story. I know you're the bank robbers. Like a marble. They also make what are called like, I think they're called like worry stones. That are smooth stones you can buy online that are like sort of marble, either marble material or like just like some sort of like polished stone. And what they are is they have a little groove about that. They're like this big and they have a groove in the middle of them. That's like a really shallow groove that's like the shape of your thumb. And you just put it in your pocket and you sort of like rub your thumb just on the stone, like back and forth. And so I used to use that when I was a kid. But again, if you live by water, like a river or like a creek or something like that, you know, there's so many like water-worn smooth stones you could use instead. So that's my life hack from when I was a kid. Guys, this is looking pretty fine, if I'm gonna be honest. Pretty fine, mate. Why am I doing it this way? I'm a psychopath. I'm a goddamn psycho. I could have done this the whole time. This allows me to get everything. The entrance to the roof is so much wider now. What the fuck is wrong with me? No one was gonna tell me. You were doing it the hard way. I literally was lining it up exactly to where it like needed to be. We wasted so much time. I could have been power washing other things. Chat, you did this. You did this. And for your sins you shall pay. I don't know how yet, but I'll find a way. Maybe listening to my bad Skeletor impression. Ah, He-Man! Now I have the power of Castle Grayskull. There you go. That's your own fucking fault, chat. You could have stopped that. You could have stopped that, but you fucked up hard. You fucked up big time tonight. I just got here, don't blame me. No time is wasted if we had fun doing it. True. I like the cut of your jib. I like your mindset there with that. I like your style. Look at that. Oh my god, it did. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. This roof is getting there quick. We made you do it. Yes, you made me do it. Skeletor stream pog. Only here for boomer cartoon voice impressions, by the way. Yeah, for those of you who are new, most of my content is me doing impressions of old cartoons. That's it. That's all I'm known for on the internet. And anything that anyone else says is fake news. Twitch heard my one Skeletor impression. They said, get this person a partner badge immediately. And I went, oh, for me? Wow. Ooh, you shouldn't have. And then it said, I want fruit gummy. And that was that. That's the true story right there. It's the God's honest truth. Swearing me mum. $84. Come on. Let me get the roof done at least, dude. I feel like I've been washing this specific roof. This roof is bigger than, like, everything else combined, I'm pretty sure, actually. Most of this house is the roof. As is the architectural choice of all houses. All of you live inside of a roof. I know it. I know it. I just know it. Yes. Let the sweet, sweet water Flare. Yeah. Skeletor voice impression privileges? Wait, do you get to spray the volcano? They keep talking about the volcano. I'm assuming? Because the volcano does come up in the lore every fucking level. I'm assuming. Boss level. Dude, they should add bosses to this. It's like after I get done spraying this down, like the Hansel and Gretel bank robbers come out, and then I have to push the PSI, like the pressure of this up, and then I get to go bang, and it becomes a FPS game. And then we watch people get torn apart by pressurized water. And then we all cry, we go, oh, it was supposed to be a nice game. And it wasn't a nice game, it was a game about murder and death and escaping the law. Sad. Really sad. Really makes you think. Holy shit, that's looking sweet. Clean the whole volcano. Oh, I'm gonna clean inside the volcano. I want to power hose Shira. Well, I don't know if Shira wants that, so... Ah! You're gonna have to... You two have some things to talk about. As usual. Wait, we're close enough. Why am I not using the slightly wider one? Ah, yes. Slightly wider. And up in its face. We here at Slightly Wider Corporation appreciate your business. For decades, our slightly widening technology has taken things that were a little bit too thin and made them slightly wider. Oh, this is doing great. This is doing wonderfully. Holly is a fan. What's up? Welcome to the stream. Huh? What do you mean, huh? Never heard of Slightly Wider Corporation? It's a company I just invented this second. How could you not have heard of it before? I'm a previously popular YouTuber turned not as popular but still semi-popular Twitch streamer. How could you not hear of my investments and brands that I put time and money into? Marketing. Experience being a creator on the internet. My influence. Huh? I still want to power wash the high wind as Cloud Strife in drag. That actually sounds kind of dope. They should add that to the remake. I just gotta say, even though I'm not super active, I'm so glad I found your community because I found my best friends through all this. Cass, I'm so glad to hear that. We were talking about that earlier before you came into stream. The thing that makes me the happiest about this community and these streams is people regularly find friends. Like, my favorite fucking thing in the world is knowing that even outside these streams, there are people who, like, interact with each other and talk to each other and shit. Whether it's, like, on the Discord, or whether it's, like, in group DMs, or even just, like, running into each other on, or, like, in the reply section of, like, tweets of mine or other creators. Or other Twitch chats, stuff like that. Like, those of you who have, like, actually listened to me and gone and supported my friends here on Twitch. Like, that's awesome that so many of you, like, make those connections and get to know each other. Super, super cool. Oh, yeah, we haven't plugged the Discord yet, speaking of. If you guys like the vibe here, please check out our community Discord. It's just like Twitch chat, except I am not distracting because I'm not streaming. You guys can make some friends, involve yourself with some community events, just hang out and have a good time, really. But my favorite fucking thing in the world, especially, like, COVID stuff, one of the memories, like, I miss the most is going to conventions and, like, being backstage, getting ready for a signing and peeking out from, like, behind, like, the curtain or, like, out of the door, like, that led into, like, the signing area, and seeing, like, people who I recognize from, like, this community, like, standing with other people that I recognize from this community and, like, talking face to face, and, like, I love that. That was, like, those were my fucking favorite moments ever from conventions, was being like, oh my god, not only are people here to support my signing, but, like, they're here with other people in the community they recognize and are friends with. That's cute as fuck. That's the most wholesome shit in the world. That makes me so happy. So, knowing people make friends here, like, genuinely make friends here, really, really, really makes me super happy. I'm proud to hear that. And we all did it together, chat. We created this community together. We really did. We set up the vibes where we've allowed people to have that liberty. I like that. That makes me happy. So thanks for being a part of that. Hope to meet some people from this community one day. That would be cool. Well, I mean, for now, you're meeting them here on the internet. And I know it's not quite the same, but they're here. They're here for you, Holly. All you have to do is clap your hands and believe. Hello, Sky. Me and Cher are boomers now. It's true. Wholesome. Meanwhile, me and Cher are beating the shit out of each other at any given chance. Yeah, but there's always some outlying data points to any rule. You two are freaking freaks, you know? It has to happen statistically. I guess you two are the ones who took that statistic to heart. Oh, yeah, that felt good, baby. 94%. Let's go, chat. We're almost there. High octane, incredibly professional gameplay from me, the #1 esportsman on all of Twitch. I'm the #1 esports player. I'm so good at what I do. You come here for high octane gameplay, and I offer it for you. That's right. It's me, the best power washer on the internet. Back at it again with this spray combo. If you don't know the meta of this game, then you're useless to me. Yo, Allie! I am in the middle of an ADHD monologue. Hello, hi. I did not even notice. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Thank you so much for being here. We're currently washing the cottage of a couple of bank robbers, apparently. How was your stream? If you guys have not checked out my friend Allie, a.k.a. Feral Wife, here on Twitch, please go do so. You know what's really funny? I was literally going to raid you after the stream. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome. If you've never been here during one of my streams, my name is Brian. I'm a variety streamer. I'm a goddamn idiot, and I don't know why people allow me to do this as my full-time job, but I'm super fucking grateful for it. We're playing some Power Wash Sim tonight, vibing out, talking about everything under the sun. Please read the rules so that you don't get timed out by me, Nightbot, or a mod. We would really hate to have that happen, especially since we're all vibing here. But if you do decide to stick around, thank you so much for joining our humble little community. Those of you who don't, hey, it happens. You know, it's the internet. I'm not going to take it personally. There's like thousands of people streaming right now this very second, so I get it if my flavor isn't the flavor you like. It do be like that sometimes, but I appreciate you sticking around and for the raid at least and supporting my good friend Allie. I foiled your plans. I'm so sorry. How dare you? How dare you? Well, that's fine. We'll just have to make up for it by playing Valorant together at some point. Why not? Thanks so much for gifting a sub to Ellie. That's so nice of you. Thank you very, very much. That's so cool of you. Coda, yo, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Yes, Val. Yes, I haven't played it in a couple months, so I'm a little bit rusty. Let me get some practice rounds in like the deathmatch mode so I can get my aim back. I am such a sweaty FPS player that I installed AimLab on my computer and used to do like AimLab drills like the Valorant, like, training combine drills for hours a day. Because I have, like, a long history of playing, like, FPS games. And I like being good at them, and I get really competitive and shit. But then a bunch of people were like, hey, you should play Final Fantasy XIV with us. And I was like, all right, I'll finally play, like, the meme MMO. Like, I played it a little bit last year, and I was like, oh, it's good, but I don't have time for it. I don't have 100 hours to sink into this game. I'm playing Destiny 2 PvP, and I'm playing Overwatch, and I'm playing Valorant, and I'm playing Call of Duty, and I'm playing all these shooters that I'm trying to get better at, dude. AimLab is super fun and relaxing. I love AimLab. It's so fun. And then, like, I started playing Final Fantasy, and I was like, I love this game. I love this game so much. And I've only been playing MMOs for, like, the past month. I have not played, like, I haven't been playing shooters. I'm not, like, getting tilted every night anymore. Because, like, a teammate doesn't know how to defuse bomb or something. Or, like, rotate to site quickly enough. Like, I was so into FPS games earlier this year that I wasn't getting enough from all those titles I just listed off. And I reinstalled CSGO. That's how weird I was getting. Did you play any New World beta? I did not, and the reason for it is because as fun as it looked, and as much as I wanted to play it, I can't commit to a fucking, like, beta that erases all of my progress. I genuinely was like, if it's an MMO, even if it's in beta, I'm going to sink a very, very generous estimate of, like 100 hours into this during beta. And then to have all of that erased, to have them be like, yeah, none of the progress from beta is going to carry over. I was like, that doesn't sound good to me. That makes me sad. New World is fantastic. It comes out in September. Yeah, and that's the other thing. It's only coming out in September, so I can wait. So I'm just going to play the shit out of it then. And I'm sure, like, all my friends are going to be playing it as well, so. I missed good news, but good news, I learned how to crochet. It's been nice since some poopy things have been happening recently, but I hope y'all are good. I'm so sorry to hear that the poopy things are happening, Harper, but I'm glad that you have a hobby that will help you take your mind off of that and do something, like, kind of fun and productive. That's really cool. I've talked about it before. I used to know how to crochet when I was younger, and I don't know how to anymore. I kind of want to get back into doing stuff like that, just so I can have, like, a crafty, fun thing to do. Can I pick this up here? I can't remember. Oh, shit. I'm so strong, dude. Can I put this on the roof, please? Come on, game. You know what I want to do. Sag. Stupid. Stupid and bad. Uninstalling the game. My mom is very good at crochet. She made me an awesome scarf. That's cute. That's awesome. I mean, it is like a very, like, mom skill. For sure. Like sewing or something. Like, my mom's a sewer, personally. She actually, for Mother's Day, we bought her a new sewing machine because her old one broke, and she was really sad about it. So, my sister and my dad and I pitched in, and we got her a nice sewing machine. Currently making 6 from Little Nightmares for a friend. Oh, that's so cute. I love 6. I'm crocheting right now. I'm making my daughter a birthday present. That's so cute. That's really cool. My mom also crocheted me a scarf. Oh, my God. Yeah, scarf is, like, the go-to thing, right? 100%. All right, I'm using the... Can I get a... All right, which window frame, dog? Oh, it's this one? This is gonna take the ladder. Shit and poop at the same time, dude. All right. My yarn ball for the sweater was broken. Oh, no. Sorry. I hope you can get a cheap replacement. That's good. All right. Timber frames times 2. So those are these outside things, I believe. Oh, these are timber frames, too. All right. Well, there's one. Poggy woggies, as they say on the internet. Sometimes. Who says it? I don't know. I used to spam that every now and then. Cancel me if you must. Dude, this is like Where's Waldo, except everything looks exactly like Waldo. Well, I guess that is Where's Waldo. It's like Where's Waldo, but he blends in. Yeah, that's literally Where's Waldo, dude. Hey, don't suppose you have time to fit in my poor little Trixie, do you? She's all mucked up. Beth Ryerson, anything for you. Ah la la, you managed to clean the witch's house from Hansel and Gretel? Yes. Hunter Load says, hey there, are you free to come over to the national park? I have a treehouse that sorely needs de-sliming and degriming. Sure. Thank you so much for making the cottage look wunderbar. It feels like a stain on our character has finally been removed. We can get back to our true passion. Also, into my mind as our... Okay. Well, we're going to watch the time lapse anyway and then get to read whatever the fuck he was saying. Let's get it. Man, that looks so good. That looks so good. Whoever power washed this deserves, like, an award. Some sort. Definitely deserves, like, a lot of praise for their very good work. Whoever it was who just power washed that. That looks so good. Also, Into My Mind has already leapt the recipe to a magnificent new custard strudel. Is that like an innuendo, dude? Are you fucking weirdo? Get out of my life. All right, let's look at the shop because I do want to see. Professional duty not ready yet. Give me the good, dude. The dirt about the cellar door actually was hiding some graffiti that may or may not have been incriminating the Hansel and Gretel as bank robbers. Oh, I had no idea. My washer is so powerful it like destroyed it all in one go. All right. Which car do I want to do? Let's do Grandpa Miller's car because I feel like we're really behind on like this storyline, and I do like that Leonard Miller types in all caps. I'm exhausted, so I'm gonna go to bed early. Yo, get some good rest, Hellcat. Thank you so much for hanging. Really do appreciate you being here. Hello, Doc. I hope you're as good with cars as you are with houses, because I've got my old wagon out of the garage, and it's dirtier than a dung beetle's Christmas list. It still turns over fine, but I'm not taking Dolores out for a spin till it's as gleaming as she is. Thanks, Leonard. I like that there's no... no comments, so just, thanks, Leonard. All right, I'll thank Leonard. Back to the Lurk with Anime. Enjoy the anime. Enjoy it. Yeah. You might find the odd streaky line where Bert tried to clean it with his power washer. Dribble washer more like it. Ha ha. Oh, that's such a fucking, like, dad thing. I like the your ad here. Yo, do you think if I get in with the power wash people enough, like, they'll let me put, like, my face, like, really squished down and, like, really wide here? Because that'd be fucking hilarious. Oh, my God. They gotta do it. They gotta put me here. They gotta do that. Brian, I wish I could buy a new one to replace it. Unfortunately, if I buy one from the same place in the same color, it's going to be a different dye. Lots and lots. A new one might be too dark or too light. Oh, no. I'm so sorry, Silver. That's sucky. Just out of curiosity, why don't you use any of the cleaner attachments? You mean like the soap and stuff? Because I'm artificially padding the gameplay and the content. Because once this game is gone, I'm going to be really sad. Yeah, exactly, Brosapang. Oh, my God. And I like a good challenge, you know? Like I said, you guys didn't come here for my personality. That's for fucking sure. You came here for the best power washing content on the internet. You came here to see someone who didn't stoop to using cheap tactics like soap. You came here to see the truly pro gameplay. Look at this. Not everyone playing this game knows how to do this. Look at the smooth, fluid motions that I'm making right now. If you guys want a, like, truly nice wash, if you want a truly nice wash of your tire and of your wheel, just some straight water, just like that. Clean as can be. Hell yeah. Looks so nice. Look at this shiny, shiny chrome there, dude. That looks so nice. It's pasties? Awesome. That's totally fair? Yeah. It is. You know why? Because it's my way or the highway. I do wish that it had... I could get the buffed up. The bulked up sprayer, though. That'd be nifty. That'd be nifty neat. That'd be nifty. Nifty difty. Oh my god, though. Look at that. Also, this is like a small car, so it like really doesn't require too much. We're already at 16%. Hell yeah, dude. That's looking sick. That's looking nice, dude. Wait, is that... The brake light is its own separate thing? Give me that little... Gimme. You're almost done. Come on. Oh, it's the border of it. I see. The rear plate. Beautiful. Good stuff, mate. Imagine paying someone to clean for you and they brag afterwards that they didn't use soap. Like, I get done with a job and I'm like, yeah, by the way, no extra charge because I didn't use any soap. Honestly, I'd just be like fucking really impressed, if anything. I would not like be that weirded out by that. I'd be like super impressed by that. I just noticed something, chat. Give me 1 second. Yes, there we go. This entire chat is so welcoming and kind of very funny, wonderful community. Caitlin, I'm so glad that you think so. I hope that you're having a good time here tonight. I'm not going to be streaming like too much longer here, but it is cool having some new faces here to chill out with.
By Jiminy, that's right. I used to race this beast all over. It's got a grunt like an angry rhino. Heck, I won the 1989 Race of Champions in it.
Leonard, you are so impressive, dude. Thanks so much for impressing me, Leonard. It's pretty good of you.
No, I didn't.
I watched that on TV. Wait, Leonard! Leonard, my trust in you, dude. Leonard, I thought we had something, bro. Sad. I'm sad. Chat, I feel lied to. I feel betrayed. I feel like Leonard and I had something going on, and then he spat in my face. I'm so sad. The sun is rising. Okay, get some good rest, Az. I hope you enjoy your time off. Thanks so much for dropping by. Appreciate you. Thank you again for your generosity earlier as well. That was really, really, really nice. Thank you very, very much for supporting the stream the way that you do. Really cool of you. I like the lurkin' vibe a lot. Yo, that's how I am. Like, even in my friends' streams, like, I'll chat for, like, a little bit, but at some point I just drop off and sort of chill and vibe. And that's the way that we are here. Like, a lot of people will be like, hey, I'm not, like, up for chatting tonight, or, hey, I'm just, like, you know, enjoying the energy of the stream and don't really have too much to add myself. That's okay. That's absolutely fine. That's valid. You're still sharing your time with this community, and that ends up being very important to all of us. So thank you very much for being here at all. Like, thanks so much for chilling. We appreciate that a lot. All right, Lenny boy. There's your bumper. That looks kind of hot, I won't lie. This is looking clean and slick. Woo, the double ding. Let's go. Never been done before on Twitch. Hey, Dirt. Oh, God, is he going to do a dad joke? Yeah? Leonard, I'm waiting, dude. This did not take me 20 seconds to read. Hey, Dirt. What? Dude, can you please? Leonard, I have people watching. What are you doing? You're making me look bad. Get lost, would ya? Okay. I mean, simultaneously, this is a very dad thing to do, and also, I thought there was going to be, like, a real, like, dad, like, pun joke. Ha 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 ha. Leonard publicly humiliated you. This is like texting my mom. Oh my god, mine too, right? I love my mom a lot, but I've talked about this before. My mom is not a technologically advanced person, but she's also a person who insists on having access to technology. So, like, years ago, my dad got her an iPad because she insisted she wanted an iPad. And it was back when, like, Facebook had those sidebar ads where it was like, click this picture of an iPhone, like, 6. And because you've won 3 iPhone 6s that were, like, clearly not really, you didn't really win the iPhone 6. My mom was the lady who clicked those. And then would be like, Brian, I need you to come over because my phone is my iPad is suddenly, like, logging me onto all these websites I don't want it to. And it's like, I would tell her, hey, Mom, you can't click those because those aren't real. And she'd be like, what do you mean they're not real? They're on Facebook. I had to explain that to her. And then after 35 minutes, she would text me back. After it had, like, the little bubble with, like, the 3 dots in it saying that she had been texting to, like, tell me, like, you know, to, like, follow up with me. Because she, like, had to, like, type, like, finger by finger. And she's, like, one of, like, 2 people I know who have ever put, like, viruses on an iPad. She's like, these images, like, these pictures keep popping up on my iPad. And it's like, oh my god. Why are you doing this? I love you so much, but I don't want you to have this toy that you have. Because now I'm getting a text every day, and I have to enter into the text conversation, and it takes you 20 minutes to write back. How long will you be? I was thinking of taking the car for a tear up down the old abandoned sewer system. Leonard, you're a fucking party animal, bro. What the hell? My mom has walked in on my streams multiple times. I'm pretty sure there's footage of her kissing my cheek, telling me goodnight from recently. Don't get too embarrassed. That's not embarrassing. That's adorable. What are you talking about? That's cute. That's, like, good archival footage for you to always have of a sweet interaction between you and your supportive mom. That's adorable. That's a good thing. Also, those are not parallel experiences because I've not lived with my parents for, like, 17 years. I've seen videos of people trying to put viruses on an iPad and couldn't. How did you... This was many, many, many years ago before iOS had the level of protection it has now. And back when Facebook ads were the Wild West of, like, click-through. I should be a little bit more clear. It wasn't like viruses that were, like, destroying her iPad, but they were definitely, like, farming her data. They were, like, little, like, programs that would install in hidden files on her iPad and would, like, I'm assuming probably track her keystrokes and get all of her, like, username and password shit from that. And then, like, log her into random websites. Maybe for ad revenue or something. I don't really know what the purpose of those are. But, like, they weren't like it was like a... Oh, it's a blaster worm deleting all of her files or something. It wasn't like anything that intense. It was just whatever the virus flavor of the month was.
I've had a word with Lenny, and he's certainly not going to be tearing it up down the sewer system. We'll be sticking to Main Street for now.
Oh, wait, no. Who was that? Was that the wife? I think I read that in the wrong voice. I had no idea. To be honest, my younger brother would click on those two one time. Well, it's like kids and like people who don't know what they're doing on the internet, which is also encompasses kids a lot. One time he asked me for my email because he couldn't use his email because it hadn't worked the last time. I asked him why, and he had to explain to him that those ads were scams and or viruses. Yeah, so like, we went through the thing that was frustrating is we already went through this in the 90s. So for those of you who are old as me, you will remember in the 90s, you would get an email sometimes from like, and these emails, by the way, have started up again. I've been getting these in my spam on my work email recently, and I'm like, why are these here? But like, they will be like, hello, I am writing on behalf of Bank of America. Nigerian prince died and has left his $4 million of wealth to anyone who wants to accept it. We thought of you because you have many bank account. And like, it's like always like in bad broken English and shit. And it's like clearly like this horrible scam email. But like these used to appear all the time in the 90s. This was like a really common thing to get in the 90s. And for whatever reason, they're back. Probably because my mom's generation forgot that they were a thing and has returned to clicking on them. But we had to tell my mom back in the 90s not to click those or write back to them. Because she'd be like, oh my gosh, this email says that I won the lotto that I don't remember having a lotto ticket for. And if I don't reply right now, I'm going to lose $20,000. Oh my gosh, I need to get this right now. And I'd have to be like, Mom, do not write back to that. That's not a real person offering real money. Do not do that. So we already, like, that was the frustrating part about like the Facebook ad thing. It was like, yeah, I know it was like on an official social media site with like official ad space, but it was not, but it was very similar to what we had already gone through with her in the 90s. And now those emails are coming back. So a whole new generation can get tricked into writing to the executor of the will of the long-lost uncle they didn't know they had who lived in a mansion and is leaving their estate to you. Good luck to those of you who decide to follow up on those. I wish you many fortune, as the emails will regularly say. Not real. Anyone else remember the share this with 5 friends or you will have bed hair for 3 weeks? Post. Oh yeah, the chain guilt emails that preyed on people's anxiety. Those were dog shit. I'm mad that those came back on like Twitter as like retweet threads to farm like fake engagement. Where it'd be like, retweet this right now or your crush will never talk to you. And it's like, why are you preying on the anxiety of like high-strung teenagers who like already have enough to worry about that's real? Like that's pretty poopy. That's annoying. Like those like came back and then like I'm sure we'll see emails of those again at some point as well. But like those came back like as tweet threads and it's like, can you not see what the poster's doing? They're farming artificial engagement for their dumbass Twitter. It's annoying. And you're preying on people's real anxieties. As a kid, I really wanted to enter info to win a free iPad things, but I was too afraid to take anything from my mom's purse, so I never fell for it. Well, I'm glad that you never fell for it, Laser Kittens, because every single one of those was a scam. I mean, when you're a kid, you're like, whoa, my parents won't have to pay for this, so I won't have to, like, ask them permission. But then inevitably you hit the part where it's like, hey kids, enter your credit card information and those wacky digits on the back. And you're like, I don't have one of those. So you're stopped in your quest. Which is good. You have been blessed by the Tones Ye Hawk. Tony Hawk in a cowboy hat. Keep scrolling. See, those are way better. But the ones that are like, you have been blessed by Tony Hawk. And it's like, if you don't retweet this, your crush will die in a skateboarding accident. Then it's like, dude, what the fuck? What psychopath wrote that? Stop that. Why would you prey on anxiety? Like a very real thing. For stupid Twitter engagement. That doesn't matter at the end of the day because it's not fucking real life. Weird ass. Better retweet, I guess. I bought pretty stamps? Nice. It just, I don't know. There's like so many weird things from like old internet that pervaded and adapted and are like coming back. It's so strange to see like a new generation fall for the same bullshit. Because for those of you who don't know, chain emails were the original version of that. And in the 90s, you'd get an email because we were all boomers and we only had access to the email and social media instantaneously wasn't like a big thing or a thing that existed at all yet. We would get emails and we'd send them to the like 4 people on our email list where it'd be like, hey, scroll down. And there'd be like this big like message and everyone wrote in fucking like multicolored Comic Sans because graphic design was all of our passions. And it would be like, scroll down, and it'd be like a bunch of squiggly lines and like pictures of flowers made out of like ASCII art and shit like that. And then you'd get to the end of it and it would be like, if you don't send this to 10 other people, your crush will never ever talk to you. And it was like, what the fuck, dude? It's like The Ring. Why would you send this to me? Like 7 days. You know, like why are you trying to kill me? But that was originally an email format. So to see that come back online was so weird. Doc, the car looks so fresh. You are a superstar. Haha. Cannot wait to see old Bert's face when me and Dolores streak past his front yard and he sees what a power washing pro can do. I mean, guys, like this car's looking fresh. Racing team. Turbo fast car. I love it. The death threat chain emails were so shitty, putting curses on people. Yeah. Like, you have a curse where, like, your grandma will die if you don't send this to 4 people. And it's like, holy fuck, dude. What about, like, the person with bad anxiety whose grandma's in the hospital right now? Fuck you. It's so weird. Why does this street remind me of the neighborhood in Ed, Ed, and Eddie? Kind of does. I like chickens, Double D. Bam, 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 bam. I have the high ground. All right. That's pretty good. Oh my god, look at that detailing work. Whoever did this, again, just fantastic power washer. Really big fan of their work, and I hope that, I hope whoever did it really, they get rewarded in some kind of way. $250. All right, that's a good reward. I hope that they are praised for their hard work. Oh my god. All right, so we're going to start this next time, guys. We're going to do the treehouse. That's going to be so fun. That's insane. Look how big that is. Good luck if you're vulnerable because of psychosis, I guess. Sag. Yeah, what? That message had smug cul-de-sac energy, and I don't know how to feel about that. You go, wow. That sure is a real thing. Because it really is. You're cursed with the cheese touch if you don't forward this email. All right, chat. It was fun. I washed 2 things. It was content. We talked about some good shit. I think we talked about some, like, actually chill yet serious shit. Much moist. It was much moist. Oh yeah, that's right. That is the name of this. Very moist gameplay. Powerful. Not clickbait at all. Powerful. I mean, it's power washing and it's about water, so you know, it is what it is. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to end the stream here, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed the conversations we had, whether they were goofy or serious, whether you came in during the raid or you were here from the beginning of the stream. Thank you very much for being here. Thanks so much for chilling out with me. I had a great time. Again, I really appreciate just having the freedom to talk about what I want to talk about. Like, I've been given this really incredible platform to be able to talk about things like racism, representation in media, it just, you know, not shaming kids online for being cringe, like spreading my message, spreading my perspective, having honest discussions about that with everyone. It means a lot to have that, because as much as we goof around, as much as we have, you know, sort of like cliche, wholesome, like lift each other up talks, now and then, like, it is cool to sometimes break out into, like, other types of discussion. And I really like that a lot. And I really appreciate that everyone's, like, really respectful, really kind, really supportive during those types of things. Like, we definitely have, like, our niche, yet very, like, regular content of, like, cursed memes combined with wholesome energy. But being able to, like, sort of open the doors to people, like, weighing in on things that are a little bit more important, a little bit more nuanced, that's really cool to me. That's something that's, like, really special. And that's something that, you know, growing up, I didn't really get a platform for that. I did not have the opportunity to share my thoughts on that. I just got to live one side of it. So those of you who feel a little bit alone, those of you who feel hurt by, you know, things that happen to you, those of you who feel confused, again, you're not alone. You have the people of this community. A lot of us have walked through those fires before and come out fine on the other side. A lot of us have been able to, you know, take our own experiences when we have been under the scrutiny of an unjust society, and we've been able to make something of it. I'd like to think that this community and everything that I have going on right now that has allowed me to do this as, like, a full-time creator, like, I'd like to think that is the sort of result of the fruits of my labor, when it comes to that kind of thing. So again, like, thank you very, very much. I really, really do appreciate every single person who's here. And I hope that you had fun. If you joined during the raid, again, thank you so much, first of all, for supporting my friend Allie. Allie's fantastic. If you guys have not checked out my friend Allie, aka Feral Wife, I'm going to go ahead and plug her channel right here. Please drop by, leave a follow, support more streams that she does. Excited to watch more in the future? Thank you, Tanya Twin. That's really nice of you. But those of you who came during the raid, again, thank you so much for staying this whole time. If you decide to follow, thanks so much. That's really cool of you. We're literally, like, at the doorstep of 21,000 followers here on Twitch, which is unreal and so cool. Those of you who don't decide to stick around, thank you so much for spending any of your time at all here. It's really cool that you even decided to try to give me a chance. But again, I'm not going to take it personally if you don't stick around. Not every energy on Twitch is meant for you, and that's okay. Anyway, chat, thank you so much to every single one of you for chilling with me. Thank you so much for all the follows, the bits, the subs, the resubs, the gifted subs, the donations. That's a pretty good chunk of subs right there. Thank you so freaking much. That's so nice. That is so much. It allows me to keep the stream going, and I am beyond thankful to every single one of you who has contributed to that. Those of you who didn't, never ever feel bad. If you're watching Twitch for free, it's a free website. You're here sharing your time, whether you chatted or you are someone who lurked. That time, that resource is unbelievably important and so awesome. So thank you. But anyway, I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever it may be for you. You guys are the best in the world. I love every single one of you so very much. I really do. Finger hearts as usual. I'm going to go ahead and end this stream here, and I will hopefully see all of you in the next stream. Remember, I do not stream Saturdays. That is Morgan's day to stream. That's another one of my days off. But you will see me again on Sunday, and I look forward to either doing more of this game. It's going to be the face camless streams that we normally do on Sunday, where I just get to vibe and have even less of an expectation, because it's one less thing to worry about is my ugly mug on stream. But we're going to be doing either this game, Genshin Impact, maybe Final Fantasy XIV, maybe something else. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Rosie Lynn May, thanks so much for the raid, but we are literally saying goodbye right now. I hope you had a great stream, and thank you so much for bringing your friends over here. But hopefully you'll be able to catch me next stream as well. But have a great, great night, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye now. And again, hopefully see you all in the next one. So goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.